exciting for Colby to get a player like him and his caliber back at this point in the season. And he'll bring a lot to the table. We'll see him on offense and then maybe some on defense this evening as well.
Yeah, it's great to see 35 back. He got a little banged up there in the fall camp, and he came out. He toughed it out through week 1, and week 2 going down into Scott City, he re-injured it. Lasted, only a couple plays, so it's good to see him out here tonight for this for the last regular season game. And hopefully he gets up to speed a little bit here, and I'm sure he gets back into some game shapes for next week.
Yep, had surgery on that foot, and now been cleared and ready to go. So we're excited to have him back in the lineup tonight. We'll keep an eye out for where he's at on the field tonight. We'll see some different things defensively, too, for Colby tonight. A lot of shifting around in that secondary. And basically they are going to have all eyes right now on number 20, Luke Avila, finding out where he's going to be on the field at any time in this game, because this is a young man that is so dangerous. 813 yards receiving on the season and 5 touchdowns. Holzmeister's going to be on his side of the field all night tonight.
Yeah, something different. They're going to have a strength call there in the back end. They're going to actually have a strong and a free safety here tonight, which is, usually most of the time in the back end they're going to play a mirrored defense back there. Everything's going to be the same for both safeties. But here tonight, Brady's going to, Brady or Carney, whichever one's playing the strongest, and go with Avila, try and double him over top. I'm sure you can see a little banjo coverage, mixing some things there, some combo coverages out there on the end. So back end, big for him to be talking out there and make sure they communicate, make sure that everybody's on the same page coverage-wise.
The captains making their way out onto the field for Colby tonight as we are getting set for kickoff as they meet with the officials here. Arnberger, one of the captains tonight. Ben Matchell, a captain. Also out there is Holzmeister for the Eagles and Connor Edmondson. The captains, although all the seniors are out there standing behind them as well tonight. This is senior night in Colby. They will be recognized following the ball game this evening for their hard work and dedication here over the years with Colby sports.
Yeah, senior night here, week 9 against Goodland, like it always is, and fortunately tonight it falls on at a home game for them, and they're going to be recognized tonight for senior night. It's a big time to go out on top against your rivals in the last regular season game.
Yeah, and that's the thing, in this tonight. We talked about it quite a bit at different portions of the pregame tonight. Colby doesn't have a lot to play for except the fact that it is Goodland. You don't want to ever lose to the Cowboys, but as far as things are concerned, Colby's already got it set. They've won the district. They're going to get that trophy tonight. They're going to play here next week at home for sure, but you still want to beat the Cowboys. Coin flip has been done, and Colby won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. The Cowboys will receive to start the game. So the defensive unit of Colby will get ready to go. It has rained and rained and rained and rained today here throughout the area, and that is something that we will take any day of the week for sure.
Yeah.
Farmers will love that. But it is going to make this field wet. It's going to hurt in a couple ways. It's going to tear the heck out of the field tonight. We're going to see it torn up quite a bit because of that. But also, again, here's you got a passing team in Goodland. And it is hard to throw a wet football and catch a wet football. It creates a lot of turnover issues, and it does our running team too. You got to take extra care of the ball. Make sure you get it tucked good tonight.
Yeah, especially those sleeves get wet as the guys have on here tonight, and that's it's tough to hold on to that ball. You got to get 2 hands over, cover the points like you're supposed to, and things like that. But we talked about it hindering Goodland's passing offense. We threw the ball pretty darn well last week.
Sure.
Play center, so that's something that you got to look on the other side of the ball too for, and see what the Eagles, if they're able to go through the air and yet all tonight.
It's 42 degrees here with light rain at kickoff tonight as the Eagles getting ready to kick it away. 42 degrees. The wind chill has it feeling like 38 though. Kick is underway. Colby goes with a short line drive kick that's going to be bobbled around. Goodland finally picks this one up. It's Avilas, and he takes it up and is driven down at about the 22-yard line, and that's where they'll start the first drive of this ball game. First and 10 to go. Good coverage for the Eagles down the field of Evan Peter with nowhere to go.
Good coverage on that flip kick down the middle by Coach Wildeman's special teams unit. Goodland will start to drive off at looks like the 22.
They'll spread it away. Again, this sophomore quarterback and Levi Archer, who has thrown for over 2,000 yards on the season coming into the game today. Two receivers split to each side of the field. Archer's alone in the backfield with a swan back in front of him. Now a man in motion across the formation, and they're going to run a little end around here on the first play from scrimmage tonight, and that goes to Dawson inside, and he's going to get about 4 to 5 yards on the carry.
Goodland lines up and doubles they got an empty backfield on. And they run a little jet sweep to Dawson out of the slot to the near side, and he picks up 6 yards on the play. He's able to get around the edge. Eagles going with a 4-man front tonight.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right for Goodland. A man in motion across the formation from left to right. And they're going to run a little option play. The pitch is there, and so is Colby immediately. Great job by Chevin Martin making the tackle after the pitch to Nolan Deeds. And Deeds is going to lose about 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
And a great read there by Chevin Martin. Sees the option coming his way. Plays that one inside out. He doesn't have a whole lot of help there on the pitch man. Forces Archer to pitch it back. He's able to make a play on Dawson in the backfield.
Still a nice crowd on hand here tonight for Colby. You got the umbrellas out. I know people were here about 9 o'clock this morning, finding a perfect place to park the vehicle to watch the game tonight. We say hi to those watching in their vehicle this evening. 10:43 to go in the opening quarter. 3rd and 9 for Goodland. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Archer back to pass, and he is being pressured, rolling to his left side, fires down the field, and it is, was that pulled in?
Yeah.
What a tremendous catch made. And again, that's Luca Vila pulling it in. We talked about number 20, keeping an eye on him. He's got about a 12-yard gain and a first down.
He runs a long stick route, long hitch. Vila, actually, he comes back on an out route, is what it was, and on a second reaction play. And Archer is able to scramble out, use that athleticism to get outside the pocket and hit them on a long throw.
Archer in the shotgun again, back to pass, being pressured, fires, and it is incomplete, low. But I tell you what, nobody out there covering the intended receiver that time, Nolan Deeds. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 to go.
And good pressure up front so far here tonight by the defensive end or defensive line for Colby, but especially defensive end Bryce Armager. A couple plays in a row now he's been back there. That time it looked like he got hooked by the offensive tackle, but no call.
2 receivers to each side of the field. Shotgun formation again for Archer. Gets the snap. Pressured. Running as hard as he can. Now Colby coming up with another player in his face, and he'll dump it off underneath. Tries to complete it to Dawson inside. It is incomplete, though, and out of bounds. And this will bring up 3rd and 10. I tell you, good job by Archer. He's been able to evade the defender, but Colby's been in the backfield in every play here so far.
Yeah, defensive line does a great job so far forcing Archer outside the pocket. Goodland's doing doing their second reaction plays. Right now, Colby's doing a great job scrambling their secondary for coverage on it.
Archer in the shotgun again with 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass again. Colby getting pressure. Archer rolling, throwing down the field, and it is incomplete, well overthrown on the play. And that was intended for Darian Kent, and that'll bring up 4th and 10. I tell you what we're seeing is Armberger getting off on the left tackle of Jacob Strasser of Goodland, and he is just beating him mercifully or unmercifully on every play.
And Bryce is coming out of a 2-point stance, a jet stance sitting up there defensive end. Right now he's got quicker first step than Strasser, and he's just doing a great job getting into the backfield and forcing Archer one way or the other.
Kind of a unique punting formation here. They split 4 people to the left side. And we have a whistle, and we have delay of game. So cost Goodland 5 yards here. And they'll get set to punt again. It's underway here tonight.
That ball, delay of game penalty. 5 yards, 4th down, 15.
9:55 to go in the opening quarter. Goodland set to punt it away. Ooh, Colby gets in there, and that punt, and they're going to, penalty flag is down. They call it running into the kicker or roughing the kicker. That's the difference here on this one.
To the 45-yard line,
Running.
there is a penalty marker on the play.
So we'll see where they mark this off here. They didn't get to, if they had blocked it or got a hand on it at all,
Yeah, you get a piece of it.
then you can just drill it. But it didn't look like they did. It was a terrible punt, but he did get it away. And the officials are discussing this now. And we're going to re-kick this. So they'll mark it up and they'll punt it from 5 yards further. And it's a good decision to punt it again because it was a terrible punt. But here's the deal. They spread this out. They really don't have a lot of blocking for the punter. And they're struggling on that line anyway. Again, Colby gets back there. This time they don't hit him. It's a better punt. It's popped straight up into the air, and it's going to bounce. Colby's going to let it roll. And it'll be down at the Eagle 35-yard line. And that is where Colby will take over on their first drive of the game tonight. Just underway in the opening quarter, 9:40 to go, no score. Good job by the Eagle defense on the opening possession, getting a stop. And now let's see what the offense can put together, and guess who's in there is that pistol back, Ben Matchell, back in there for the Colby Eagles right out of the gate. Matchell has not played since week 2. Shippers in the A back to the left side, and you got the other back on the right side, and Chevin Martin. Pistol formation for Holzmeister with Matchell behind him. Shippers in motion. They'll hand it to him going around the right corner. Matchell with the lead block. Shippers hit at the line, but still powers forward for about 8 yards on the carry. Brought down that time by Reyes Bastillos. It'll bring up second and short for Colby.
Colby goes with the blast play this way out of a double-tight, double-wing pistol back in the backfield. Shippers makes a good hard run. Is able to drag a defender for an extra couple of yards, bringing up second and 2.
Same formation again for the Eagles. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line. Shippers again in motion. This time the handoff goes up the middle to Matchell. Matchell takes it to the left side. He's got 3 yards and an Eagle first down. Penalty flags are coming in very late here. Here's another one. 3 different penalty flags come in late on that play. I can say this, I don't know what it is, but it was obvious for you saw all 3 of the officials throwing it in there, if we had something extracurricular after that or what. Personal foul against Goodland. Shot to the head. So tacks 15 more yards on that one for the Eagles. So Colby will be in Goodland territory now with the penalty marked off. The Eagles will have it at the Cowboy 37-yard line. First and 10 to go from there. So it was a first down run. The penalty comes afterwards, so it's tacked on after the run. Colby will go with split backs this time. Holzmeister in the pistol. Shippers in the slot to the left. Handoff's going to go to Chevin Martin this time. Martin around the left side and kind of got tripped up in the backfield, but still got forward for about 2 yards on the play. Second and 8 to go for the Eagles.
Little off-tackle play to the far side of the field for a little misdirection. Looked like a crossbuck in the backfield out of that shotgun, split set. And Chevin does a great job finding the hole, just gets tripped up a little bit, but he ends up falling forward for a gain of 2.
3 plays to 3 different running backs. Shippers in motion this time. He'll get the carry again on the right side. Gets away from the first line of defenders and gets forward for just a couple of yards on the play. Well defended by the Cowboys that time. First man there for Goodland was Jacob Strasser.
And Evan Peter, a middle linebacker for the Goodland Cowboys, does a great job. Flies through the backside A gap that the Eagles leave open. He ends up getting a hand on Shippers in the backfield. Causes a little disruption. Makes Shippers cut that up before he needs to.
Diamond formation this time. Holzmeister with an inside handoff to Chevin Martin. Martin's going to get forward for a couple of yards. Again, Goodland taking the edge away from the Eagles right now. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5 to go for Colby.
Colby runs a counter play going to the far side of the field. Nothing really, wasn't much of a hole there for Chevin. He's able, does a good job, put his head down, gets what he can on the play, bringing up 4th and 6 for the Eagles.
Colby will get set to go again. Holzmeister in the pistol, split backs behind him with 1 receiver to the right and a slot to the right. Shippers ready to pass for the first time tonight. Looks, throws, has a man just incomplete. Overthrown that time, intended for, looked like
Carney.
Yeah, Tate Carney coming out of the backfield, and Incomplete, and that'll turn it over on downs to the Cowboys. Was Carney the intended receiver?
Yeah, Shevin runs a wheel route from number 2 receiver to slot position. And Edmondson runs an in route, a dig. He sets up inside that zone, and they got Tate on a speed out coming out of the backfield, just barely overthrown out of his hands.
Tate, he was open. Shevin was open on that play as well. And some looks for Colby there. Goodland will spread the field, 2 receivers to each side, man in motion across the formation. And they'll go with a little quick shovel pass on the inside. This is Deeds on the carry. And Deeds going to get it out to about the 35-yard line, a gain of 2 on first down, 2nd and 7. Good job by the Eagles stringing that one out.
Yeah, another jet sweep by the Cowboys. Dante Whitfield does a great job scraping across, playing downhill. He doesn't go straight sideline to sideline. He works downhill, and he makes that play at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 9.
Inside and Peters both to the left side for Goodland. 2 receivers to the right. Inside in motion across the formation. Archer starts to the right, now cuts back to the left side, and he is hit and brought down. Nice gain on the play. Arnberger gets the tackle, but again, a good read that time by the quarterback and Levi Archer.
And that's one that drives you nuts as a defensive coordinator, that big cutback. You know, you do a great job stopping the option one way. There's just nobody backside home. Archer sees it, makes a nice cutback, bring it 3rd and short.
2 receivers to each side. Again, Goodland in the hurry-up offense. And in motion across the formation, they fake the handoff. Archer keeps it himself. Good play call, and Archer going to be tripped up as he gets to the sideline. He's got the first down. And it's Tanner Elias on the stop for Colby, but Goodland will have the football at about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 to go from their own 48.
Archer ends up hitting the same hole he ran through on the last play after the cutback. Bryce gets a little too far upfield to kick him up and let him go where he wants to, and then run underneath of him. But a great play in open field by Tanner Elias, bringing great open field tackle.
1st and 10 to go. Cowboys will get set again. Out of the spread. Archer gets a snap. Colby, should be a holding penalty there. Arnberger was held big time, but Colby makes a good play here, and they get Archer knocked out of bounds on the left sideline for a short gain on the play of maybe a yard. But Arnberger had gotten through that time, and the left tackle that time at Strasser was just holding on to his jersey. I can't believe they didn't call out. No gain.
That's the 2nd time Strasser's got away with one here. From his left tackle position, Bryce is doing a heck of a job getting into his head already.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left for Goodland this time. Archer in the shotgun, gets the snap, going to roll to his right side. Pressure coming from Curry on the right side. Archer steps, throws, and it's incomplete and well played by the Eagles, making the hit right as the football got there. And again, this is Zach Hart, who's just been phenomenal the last couple of weeks for Colby.
Yeah, throughout the season here, especially the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's just made some big hits out there on the edge, and he delivers one and jar the ball loose right there. You know, he times it perfectly as the ball gets there.
Well, we put in some extra defensive backs out there this week to slow down the passing attack. Goodland has 3rd down and just shy of 10 yards to go. Man in motion across. Colby, again, getting some pressure on Archer, fires it over the middle, and it's tipped and nearly intercepted. It'll end up incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and long, as it was intended to look like that time for Luke Avila coming across.
Yeah, Avila comes across on a drag route from his outside receiver spot over on the far side of the field. Archer, that time, had plenty of time to make a throw. The Eagles did a great job. Dante Whitfield's got a nice 3-hole drop in that hole, and Archer tries to make something happen at the last second, just throws it overthrow.
Goodland set to punt it away here. Snaps a little low, and they get the quick kick away. Shevin Martin back deep, makes the catch at about the 10-yard line for Colby. Martin gets it around the left side, gets a couple of blocks, and he'll get it across the 20 out to about the 22. And that's where Colby will start this drive on their own 22, 1st and 10 to go. Looking at that weird punt formation, and they don't put the punter back very deep. He's only about 7-8 yards back instead of the normal 12 to 13.
No, they don't put him back very deep, and they don't have the personal protector in the middle of the line. They have him out on the left side of the line, helping on the edge, which is a little strange. You're leaving yourself weak up the middle if they stack it up.
Colby ready to go. This time they have 3 receivers to the left, 1 back behind Holzmeister in the pistol. Handoff's going to go right to the running back that time, and that is Ben Matchell, who gets forward for about 7 yards on 1st down. Just a nice hard run right up the middle.
A nice little fullback dive there, play to Ben, and you know, he was able to pick up 6 yards, and that's something we've gotten accustomed to seeing from him the last few years. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much this year out of him. It's good to see him back.
Connor Edmondson to the right. Shippers goes in motion to the right. Holzmeister gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts it up the middle, spins, and he gets a couple of yards. He's done enough, I think, maybe for the first down. It'll depend on the spot here. Needed 4, and he's real close to it. In fact, they have indicated it is a first down. So Holzmeister with the 4-yard carry.
And a quarterback keeper play, just quarterback off tackle. Gets a big kick out block by Ben Matchell. And the other backs in the backfield leading up the hole, and Brady's able to get a first down.
2 receivers right for Colby, split backs behind Holzmeister in the pistol. Brady will send Shippers in motion to the left side. Gets the snap. Looking for Shippers down the field, and that one slipped out of Holzmeister's hand. Shippers tries to come back for it, and it ends up incomplete, fortunately, for Colby. And that's the tough part about throwing the ball in the rain like this. It gets muddy. It's not really the wetness of the ball, but it gets muddy and slick. And you lose your grip trying to throw it sometimes and lose it up in the air like that.
Yeah, lucky that one came down and hit the ground, went incomplete for the Eagles. Jordan Shippers, kid that, you know, usually try and just throw a ball up to him. You know, he's athletic enough, he can bring anything down. Just that time loses his footing.
Yeah. Whitfield goes in motion to the left side. Penalty flags down here.
Penalty flag.
Must have been some movement up front. There were still 7 seconds on the play clock. Yeah, so it's a procedure penalty against the Eagles.
5-yard penalty.
So that'll cost them 5. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15 now for Colby from the 27-yard line. The Eagles back to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Shippers will be in the slot to the left. Whitfield in the slot to the right. And Ben Matchell behind Holzmeister. Whitfield will go in motion. The handoff's going to go right up the middle to Ben Matchell, who's hit. He never does go down, but forward progress is only going to get him about 2, maybe 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Goodland fired up on that one.
35, Ben Matchell.
And Colby's going to take a timeout here to make some adjustments on 3rd and long. We'll take it with him. 4:04 to go here in the first quarter. Back with more of the Eagles on radio after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
Quality workmanship and experience are just 2 of the things you will find when working with Stevens Construction for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential construction needs. They are your local Butler and Lester dealer and are ready to assist you in choosing the steel or wood frame building you have been looking for. They also specialize in overhead door sales and service. Stevens Construction has been in the business for over 40 years, so stop by today and see them on South Country Club Drive in Colby.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents at Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. 1675 West 4th Street in Colby. And Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services. See their ad in the Next Tech directory. Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. We run a little jailbait screen on 3rd down and 12 to go. Shippers makes the catch up the middle, but it was brought down short of what they needed for the first down. It'll bring up 4th and 7 for Colby. The punting unit will come onto the field.
Gain of 6 yards on the play.
Whitfield will be back deep. But look at the difference here. Whitfield's about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and Goodland does it about 6 or 7. Snap is good, though. Whitfield has time, gets the kick away. This is a great kick by Whitfield. It's going to bounce it to 30. And Tanner Elias will down it at the 22-yard line. So nice job by the Eagles on that one. Goodland will get set to, it looks like Tanner maybe had touched it around the 24.
Yeah, I think Tanner batted it forward.
Yeah.
Ball was going to kick back. Good play by Tanner on the front covers from his gunner spot on the outside.
See if the Eagles can keep the momentum going here. Defensively, they've been strong in this first half. Cowboys will send 2 receivers to the left side and to the right. 1 back in the slot in front of the quarterback, Levi Archer, and a man in motion across the formation. And they've ran this play a couple of times, and it has not been good. Colby's been all over this. Penalty flags flying all over the place on this one as they run that little Cordell Ratliff across the formation. They try that little, it's not even a handoff, he kind of shovel passes it forward. That way, if it's a fumble, it can count as a pass. But anyway, Colby's going to get hit for a penalty on this one, on a face mask. Otherwise, it would have been a loss from about 5 or 6 yards.
Goodland goes with a jet sweep play again that they're running out of this spread-style offense. They're going to get a first down after the face mask here, but well defended that time, stretching it out on the far side. Brooks Curry doing a heck of a job over there so far tonight from his defensive end spot. So far tonight for Colby, both ends playing a heck of a ball game.
So first down and 10 to go for the Cowboys on their own 36-yard line. 3 minutes, 14 seconds and counting here in the opening half of play tonight. Here's the snap, and flags flying. The play stopped here at the start. We'll see what this one is. Well, last week we saw hardly any in the game for either team, and this week we've seen a bunch early on. So legal procedure against the Cowboys. 1 5-yard penalty there, and it'll bring up first and 15.
Penalty is 5 yards. First down, 15.
Archer gets the snap, being pressured, sacked way back behind the line of scrimmage. Great job again by the Colby Eagles. The first man there for Colby is Curry, Brooks Curry, getting in there and getting there first. And Curry did a great job on that play.
Yeah, Brooks Curry, Bryce Homer both get there about the same time, able to drag Archer down in the backfield for a huge loss, and we just talked about the ends for Colby.
Second down, 30.
And they've been great tonight. They fake that little jet sweep play, and Archer keeps it himself, and then he is brought down as he goes toward the sideline, and a good open field tackle made that time by the Eagles, and that was Tanner Elias making that stop.
Another good open field tackle by Elias so far here tonight. He's had a few of them, and doing a great job over there. Once Archer breaks the pocket, he's able to come up, makes a big hit at about the line of scrimmage.
2 receivers to each side of the field for Goodland on 3rd down and 26. Archer to back to pass, and they'll set up a little screen here, dump it off underneath to Evan Peter, and Peter gets a gain of about 10 yards on the play, but again, well short of what they needed for the first, and Goodland will be forced into another punting situation.
A good job by Jordan Shippers on the screen play. Able to shed a block and make that play, and a good job by the defensive backfield for the Eagles. No one down in distance there, kind of sloughed the coverage off a little bit, and is able to understand where the sticks were and keep everything in front of them.
Snap is good. They fake the punt. Peter takes off up the middle, and he's going to have the first down and more. Peter down the sideline. He's going to be drug out of bounds across midfield at about the 38-yard line. And that is why they run that weird formation. They look for a chance to go, and Evan Peter picks up a huge gain. And a first down for the Cowboys.
And you know, that's one of those, I'm not sure if it's designed. A design fake, or if he just had no choice. The Eagles got great pressure up front. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get a punt off in the first place. And then he pulls it down, and he sees a hole up the middle. He's able to make a good cut once he gets to the second level of the defense and gets outside.
So 1st and 10 to go now for the Cowboys in Colby territory. 45-yard line. Archer sets up the screen, dumps it off underneath, and this is caught. And a nice play here by Dawson Raymer, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play.
And Goodland shows their version of a jailbreak screen there. Raymer's able to pick up some big blocks from the offensive line, getting upfield. And gets close to a first down for the Cowboys.
Goodland set again. Archer to pass, looks right side, throws, and it didn't. They're going to call that a catch. Looked like it skipped in there. Boy. That looked like it bounced in there, and they're going to call that a catch. I can't believe it. I mean, that hit and came up and then was pulled in.
Yeah, I think they got away with one there on the far sideline for the Eagles. Avila runs a runs a hitch route about 5-6 yards down the field. Archer skips one into him, but the stripes don't see it. Goodland picks up the first down.
Cowboys will get set to go again. Archer in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass. Rolling to his right side. Fires, and it is incomplete. Just throws it away on that one as he was hit hard as he threw the ball, too.
Brooks Curry again gets in the backfield, forces him outside the pocket. Archer's got to get rid of it. Gets rid of it as he's being hit. Goodland tries a double move there with all 4 receivers. Just tries a little hitch and go. Pump fake it back there by Archer, and nobody bites on it. Great coverage by the Eagles downfield.
So Goodland will have second down and 10 to go from the Eagle 25. So you try to get the play in from the sideline here. Back to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers to each side, 1 back to the left now of Archer. Sophomore gets the snap. Back, pressured, throws, and completes it across the middle. Diving catch pulled in that time, and that was Deeds on the reception. And that brings us to the end of the opening quarter. No score here in Colby as we get through the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a minute here on 100.3 The Riot.
It's time someone stood up for breakfast. The meal that sets the tone for your entire day. Hey, a soy latte isn't breakfast. Toaster pastries from a vending machine aren't either. Fluffy scrambled eggs, sizzling sausage, bacon. This is breakfast. And this is what's in Taco John's breakfast burritos, along with nacho cheese and golden potato olays, wrapped up like scrambled sunshine. They're the best breakfast burritos in town. Only at Taco John's.
Taco John's!
Physical ailments and injuries are a red light on the road of life. Tina Harris Physical Therapy can turn those painful red lights green, allowing you to move forward with life. Free screenings for pain and injury, sports medicine, hand therapy, post-surgery therapy, all offered by Tina Harris Physical Therapy. And this is just a small sampling of the services they offer. If it has to do with bringing you back to health and enjoying normal everyday life, chances are Tina Harris Physical Therapy can help. And they work with most insurance companies. Turn painful red lights back to green with Tina Harris Physical Therapy on Franklin in downtown Colby.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. Goodland has a 3rd and 6 here as we get underway in the second quarter. And we have a whistle, and Colby got into the neutral zone but got back.
Yeah, Curry didn't really...
And the officials are discussing him. I mean, he came into the neutral zone. The official on our side of the field did not throw the flag. He got back, never hit anybody. Goodland did not snap the football. That should not be a penalty. And they're going to discuss this, and I hope they make the right decision here. They wave it off. They wave it off. All right.
Waving off the flag.
Good job by the officials getting together and making sure they got the play right. And Archer takes advantage and runs to the sideline and gets a new play from Coach Savage of the Cowboys in his first year in Goodland. 2 receivers to each side. Archer, the sophomore quarterback in the shotgun, gets the snap. Quick throw on the outside, nearly intercepted. It was intercepted by Colby.
Great.
Shevin Martin steps in front and picks it off.
Shevin Martin playing down in the box. Goes to flats. Plays like an outside linebacker, but he's really a defensive back out there. He goes to flats on a speed out route. He's able to jump the ball. Comes up with it. Huge interception by Shevin.
15th interception thrown on the season by Archer. 16 touchdowns. Colby with 1 receiver to the left and man in motion to the left as well. Pitch goes on the left side. Match will try to get to the corner. Ben gets there. Breaking some tackles, hit and knocked out of bounds, but a nice run on the play by Ben Matchell. He's going to pick up good yardage, about 8 on first down.
And a nice sweep play by the Eagles. Ben Matchell's able to get to the edge, pick up 6-7 yards on the play, but it really picks up a huge block by Shevin Martin there on the edge, coming in onto an outside backer, setting an edge for him. Ben's able to get outside, pick up big yards on first down.
Colby spread in the field with 2 receivers stacked on each side. And it's just a quarterback keeper and a well-designed play. And Holzmeister with a nice run lowers his shoulder and drills Archer at the end of the play. Finishes forward for about 9 yards and a first down.
Their quarterback draw there by Brady Holzmeister, and he's, as the season gets on, he's been running that play better and better each week. He gets a little more patient with it, really sells it, and then takes off up the middle, allows those blocks to set up.
Two receivers to the right and the slot to the right. Handoff right up the middle. Ben Matchell on the carry, spinning forward, and he's got about 5 yards on first down. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
Nice little inside trap play there by Ben, or run by Ben Matchell, and he's able to get to his second level and keep those feet driving, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Colby will send 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Slot to the right as well as Shippers. Matchell behind Holzmeister in the pistol. Brady gets a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself this time, and gets free on the right side and gets it 4, maybe 5 yards. It'll depend on the spot, but he's close to the first down here. In fact, he's got the first down, another 5-yard gain.
Brady's able to run through an arm tackle in the backfield by defensive tackle Luis Ledesma. He's able to get up and get a first down. Great piece of running by Brady on the play.
We are in the second quarter. No score tonight, 10:48 to go. No score in that Holcomb and Hugoton game either in the first quarter tonight. We're keeping an eye on that one. Colby will get the loser of that game next week. Handoff's going to go up the middle. This is Matchell again on the carry, and he runs powerfully on the right side. He's showing that got a little strength in that ankle. I mean, he's still able to drive the pile.
Yeah, great play by Ben. Little off tackle play to the far side of the field. He just gets in there behind Hart and Googleman on that far side and just is able to push the pile and pick up 5 on the play.
So 2nd down and about 6 to go. Colby set again back into that diamond formation this time. They'll send Martin in motion to the left side. Holzmeister going to keep it, following the blocks, gets hit, dives forward, and gets really no gain on the play, but a good effort by Shippers on the carry.
Yeah, just quarterback keeper there by Holzmeister on the play. Able to pick up some blocks. Goodland's does a good job stretching the play out. Sees a cutback lane, but it closes quickly on him as the linebackers come over the top. Brady does a good job getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd down and 4 to go for Colby now. Holzmeister has a quick word with Matchell, who's behind him. Slot backs to both sides for Colby. Martin in motion to the left. That's where they're going to fake it, and then they're going to throw it on the left side, and the catch is pulled in by Ben Matchell. And Ben is close to the first down. We'll have to look at this one on the spot.
I think he's got it.
I think he's got it. Matchell now wearing a white jersey. He came down on that where the Eagles is painted. He came down right on the G there and slid as he caught that one and took some of the paint with him. And it is a first down on the play. So nice catch by Matchell.
And they just send Ben. They run that double wing set out at pistol. They send Ben from that pistol back spot out on a little speed out. Makes a great grab in the air. And it comes up with first down.
Diamond formation this time. And off the left side, Chevin Martin waits for the hole to develop. That hits it hard. Martin breaking some tackles and getting forward inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Nice piece of running there by Chevin Martin. He's got 13 yards and an Eagle first down.
Chevin gets picks up some big blocks by his running mates in the backfield there. Tate Carney and Shippers. Yeah, throw some big blocks, and then Tanner Elias on the end, getting up there linebacker level.
We talked about the last couple of weeks and how much more patient Colby's gotten running the football, waiting for those holes to develop. That was another example of it. Shippers will get the carry this time, and Jordan around the right side, and he's got about 9 yards on the carry. Good blocking in front of that for Colby.
Yeah, great job of blocking over there on the edge. I think Brooks Curry's over there, the tight end for the Eagles, throws a big block, allows Shippers to cut off his backside and get up the field.
This time the handoff's going to go left side. And Shevin Martin on the carry this time, and not much running room for Shevin, but again, didn't need a lot. It's going to be close to the first down, and he's got a 2-yard gain on the play.
Shevin stretched that one long enough to get the first down, tried to cut it up. And nothing doing. Goodland does a good job stretching that play out again. So the Eagles get a first down.
So Colby down to the 27-yard line now. The Eagles back to the line of scrimmage. Diamond formation. Holzmeister again in that pistol. One back behind him and one to each side. This time they hand it off on a little inside handoff, and not a lot of running room for the back this time. But for the Eagles, that is Shevin Martin on the carry. He's got maybe a yard. It'll bring a second down and 10 to go.
And the Eagles run a counter play again. They pull the right tackle and right guard. Austin Hart and Colin Goodland get out there. They're just Goodland does a good job reading the play. Sees the two pulling offensive linemen from the opposite side. Sees the counter play. Doesn't fall for the misdirection in the backfield.
Second down and about 10 to go for Colby. This time Shippers again on the carry to the right side. Jordan hit, dives forward and gets about 3 yards. Get it down to about the 20-yard line, and it's going to bring a third and long here for the Eagles.
Colby running a stretch play on that play to the far side of the field with Shippers. Pull both guards. Brady Slinger and Austin Hart get out there. Just nothing. There's just no room to run to. Goodland linebackers see both guards pulling, and they're able to flow over the top and make a play.
Eagles will send 2 receivers to the right side. Shippers is going to go in motion to the left. Holzmeister to pass on 3rd and long. Looks down the field, has a man, and it is caught inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown! They got it in there, stretching the ball out right at the goal line and getting the touchdown for the Eagles. And that is Shevin Martin on the reception. Wow, 30 or 21-yard touchdown pass and a great finish by Shevin Martin.
Shevin, the number 2 receiver, far side of the field, runs a wheel route. Number 1 receiver runs a post over the top of him, opens him up about the pylon, a couple yards short of the goal line. Shevin comes down with the ball and makes a great move to get into the end zone over top of the pylon.
First score of the game. The extra point was no good.
Extra point gets tipped there.
Yeah. So it is 6-0 in favor of Colby with 6:36 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more of the Eagles on radio, Colby football in just a minute.
It's that time of year. Kansas City Chiefs football. Catch every play, every tackle, every touchdown.
Touchdown! Kansas City!
Presented by Colby Country Trader Gun Shop, Logan County Implement, H&R Block, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, the Buckhorn Cafe and Mittens TA, Jack's Automotive and 24-hour towing, Oxy Feed Yard, Strut Insurance Services, Larry and Dinah Dinkle at Mittens Trucking, and Great Outdoors Gun Shop. The Kansas City Chiefs, 100.3 The Ride.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back, Chad Jones alongside Thomas Wheeland. 6:36 to go here in the first half of play. Colby strikes first tonight as they get a 21-yard touchdown pass from Holzmeister to Shevin Martin. And Colby on the board first. And a great job by Shevin Martin at the end of that one, too, by the way, that again, stretching it out there and making that into a touchdown. I think it's going to be out of bounds at about the 1 or 2 yard line, but just stretches forward and extends the ball over the pylon and gets the call.
Yeah, great job keeping those feet turning. He's got two Goodland defenders on his back. A great job just keeping those feet turned over and just sticks the ball out at the end, goes over the top of the pylon for 6 for the Eagles.
Update from Kansas City from New York, I should say. The Royals leading the Mets 3-2. That is in the top of the second inning. Waiting for the kickoff here tonight. It's Colby up 6-0. And somebody's got their lights on in their vehicle. Well, if you're listening in the parking lot, please turn your vehicle lights on. Please.
We ask that the vehicles parked around the football field, please turn off your headlights.
There we go.
Sasha's got it.
He's got it. It's under control. The big guy speaks and actions happen. 6:36 to go. Here we go. Kickoff upcoming here for Colby. Little squib kick, and that's going to bounce. And Goodland dives on the football there, and that's where they're going to get it, at the 36-yard line. Maybe they'd let it roll out of bounds, but then they would have got it at the 35, so it ended up being a smart decision.
That's a good kick for the Eagles. You know, they let that one roll. Maybe it doesn't get out of bounds. They pick that up. A good play by the Eagles. Goodland looked like the front line could have jumped on it, but they actually let it go back. The Eagles start going out here on defense.
So the Cowboys will try to answer the Colby score. Archer ready to go in the shotgun. He's got Deeds in motion across the formation. They're going to give it to Deeds. Colby pursuing here, and they're able to make the stop. Goodland, that's where they've been trying to run. And Colby has done an excellent job tonight, really, of stringing those plays out and making the stops. This is one of the things Coach Gardner talked about. Okay, Goodland's a one-dimensional team. They like to throw the football because you can't let them be two-dimensional tonight. You have to make sure you still take that run away.
Absolutely.
And Bryce's done that well.
Yeah, Bryce Armour does a great job. He gets 4 yards in the backfield on that play, stretches that play out, allows Tate Corney to run his alley from the safety spot downhill, and makes it play close to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun again. 2 receivers to each side. A man in motion across for the Cowboys. Archer looks, and it is almost intercepted. Boy, it hit the Eagles right in the hands that time, but unable to pull it in was Rex Branham. And I tell you what, I think Brandon was thinking, I'm going to get a touchdown here because there was nobody going to stop him.
Archer overthrows an out route that time to Avila. He's got the number 5, the tailback running in motion across in Deeds on a little flat route, just overthrows Avila, and Brandon's playing over top of it. Makes a great read on the ball, just doesn't come down with it.
3rd down and 8 to go for the Cowboys now. 2 receivers to each side. Again, they'll send Deeds in motion. They're going to hand it to him. It's going to be a halfback pass, and it is caught by the quarterback. And sliding for a first down is Levi Archer. It'll depend on the spot here. There is a penalty flag down as well on the other side of the field. And then again, an ineligible pass play. Was the first pass a forward pass? I think that's what happened, because I think the first pass was forward, and then he threw a second forward pass. You can't do that. So that play will go for naught. The other thing is that the spot was kind of questionable on that, because it's not where you end up on the slide, it's where you start the slide.
Right, where the knee goes down now.
Not even that. When you start the slide, that's the spot. It was very generous where they gave him. Because let's face it, you can slide about 20 yards today on this field. It's a giant slip and slide out there. 5:43 to go, 6-0 Colby. Goodland now with 4th down and about 15 to go. That's a loss of down penalty. And now you got to be careful. Again, they had 4th and long on the other one, and they ran that fake punt right up the middle of the field. Colby has to take a timeout here because they don't have the right personnel on, which I think a lot of that was just not knowing on the penalty with it being 4th down, and then Colby having to run everybody out at the last second. So they take a timeout to make sure they get the right people out there. And I about guarantee you they're going to play this one a little different than they did the previous one.
Yeah.
Good start to the game tonight. A little slow developing on this one tonight, but again, it's wet and kind of changes things a little bit.
Coach Wilderman is getting a special teams unit ready down there on the field, punt return, making sure that they got all the guys out there they need to.
And really not a bad time out here, because after that last one, you want to make sure you got things correct.
Yeah.
Eagles will still have 1 timeout remaining in the half. Goodland still has all of theirs for the first half of this game. 6-0 the score. Evan Peter back to punt it away, and Chevin Martin, of course, deep for Colby, standing about the 30-yard line of the Eagles. And this time they're in more of a lot deeper situation for the punt. And snaps a little high. Penalty flags flying here, and they stop the play.
They're going to get number 10, Tate Withington, for leaving a little early from his gunner spot. Goodland comes out, lined up in a double set out of their punt formation, with that personal protection on the far side of the field, helping on the edge. Withington, the number 2 receiver, just takes off a little early.
So that'll cost them another 5. Now it's 4th down and 26 to go. Again, it was 4th and 22 the last time they punted, and they got about, in fact, it was 4th and 28, I think, and they ended up getting it. Here we go. Here's a snap. And a good punt. High one, and it's going to go out of bounds. And we'll see where they spot this as out. The official right there, 39-yard line. So Colby will have decent field position to start this drive. After scoring on their last drive, they did a pretty good job of just taking it down the field in that one, too.
Yeah, they had a methodical drive. They just put up together some good running plays there at the end. They get the big pass to Martin over the top, and he's able to get into the end zone for 6. See if they can get that running game going here on first down.
Yeah, they haven't had the big plays tonight that we saw in the last couple of weeks. But again, the field conditions, a big part of that. Diamond formation, and Holzmeister going to hand it off on the inside there. And nice piece of running by Dante Whitfield, and Whitfield breaks tackles. Whitfield loose down at the 25. Now he gets loose again, and he's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown. Dante Whitfield. Well, as you said, we haven't had any big plays yet, and that one was. Whitfield takes that one 61 yards.
It looked like a broken play there in the back to start with. Brady turns around to hand it off. Nobody's there. Whitfield comes underneath. Looked like somebody missed the fake on crossbutt play or something. And Whitfield's able to run through about every arm tackle that Goodland threw at him. Gets into the end zone.
Colby will line up for a 2-point conversion attempt. Holzmeister gets the snap, hands it off up the middle, and not going to get this one in. Matchell on the carry. And again, Colby comes up a little short on the 2-point conversion attempt there. But the Eagles now lead this one by a score. That was Tate Carney, by the way, on the carry. And makes the score 12-0. Colby on top, 5:23 to go here in the second quarter of play. The Eagles starting to hit on all cylinders here on the offensive side for sure tonight. So Colby, again, winning the district, will be home next week here at Denon Field. We're going to have a little pregame tailgate party, all invited to. Some hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff to eat. We'll talk about that in more detail throughout the week. Be listening to 100.3 The Ride, chance to win some things as well at that. It'll be prior to the game. The Eagles will take on either Holcomb or Hugoton, depending on who wins that game tonight. And again, there was no score on that one at the end of the opening quarter. Both teams we lost to during the regular season, but I know the Hugoton game for sure is one we'd love to have back because we played well in that game and just turned it over inside the red zone, inside the 5 a couple of times, and gave up a couple of big plays. Just probably one of those games where you move the ball really well and then just did a lot of things to hurt yourself. So I think we'd like to have a do-over on that one. But we'll see next week. We'll keep you up to date and keep the score updates throughout the night. Colby with the kick this time, and a little end-over-end one that's going to bounce at about the 24 and be picked up by the Cowboys there and taken down the sideline, and not a bad little return on the play for Cordell Ratliff. Ratliff knocked out of bounds at about the 42 of Goodland, and that's where they'll start this drive, 1st and 10. So 5:17 to play in the second quarter. The Cowboys out here again. Goodland's moved it a little bit in the middle of the field, but haven't been able to get it down in the other end and the red zone. And, of course, have the one interception as well. This is another end-around play to Nolan Deeds. This time Deeds gets the corner, but it's knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 6 yards. A little bit better run play that time for Goodland. Colby had done a pretty good job of shutting that out in the previous 4 or 5 times they've attempted to run it.
That play, Bryson gets the pressure that he's been getting on the left tackle for Goodland on that play, and he's not able to stretch it out quite as well as he has been doing. Goodland gets that play to the sideline, picks up 5.
Archer back to pass. Fires over the middle, and it's tipped, but still pulled in. Diving effort by Shippers that time, but Luke Avila able to get it And Avila picks up the first down to the Eagle 45-yard line.
A good read there by Shippers, reading the eyes of Archer in the backfield. Just comes up just a hair short of tipping that ball off underneath. That was a 3-hole drop.
So it's 1st and 10 to go for the Cowboys. And we get set again. Out of the spread. Archer gets a snap. Colby getting pressure again. They hit Archer as he fires deep down the middle, and it is pulled in by Avila. Avila makes a diving catch and gets it all the way down to the 10-yard line on the play. Pretty good throw that time by Archer for sure, especially with a man in his face.
Yeah, Archer puts it on the money from Avila. He sees he's got man coverage across the board. Avila, a very athletic, fast kid, lined up number 1 receiver on this side of the field. And he's able to beat the Eagles secondary across on a post pattern.
2 receivers to each side. Archer in the shotgun. 1st and goal from the 11. Archer going to keep it himself, trying to go to the left, and Colby not going to let that happen. They hit him in the backfield, and he maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 to go.
And a great play there by Austin Hart and Bryce Armberger on that play in the backfield. Archer climbs the pocket, decides he's going to take off with it, and they're both there to bring him down.
Clock running, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 12-0 Colby on top. Goodland threatening. 2nd down and 10 to go from the 11. They'll send a man in motion to the right side. Archer going to keep it himself up the middle. He is hit and brought down, but not before he gets inside the 5. And we'll see where they spot it here. He's close to a 1st down. And what kind of an option play going there. He had the pitch man as well.
Archer sees that when they get that arc motion, out of that slot receiver coming out of an option, the Eagles linebackers bailing right away to help out on the option play, and Archer cuts it up where they were.
This time they hand it off on the right side out of the I formation, and they get enough for the 1st down. It was a short gain on the play, but they needed less than a yard. And getting to the line of scrimmage and getting the 1st down is Evan Peter. So it'll bring up 1st and goal to go from the 1-yard line for the Cowboys.
Gain of a yard, 1st and goal.
Cowboys will get the play in. You know, they run the no-huddle offense as well, but they get the plays in very quickly. Cowboys set to go. Archer under center, split backs behind him. Gets a snap, tries to keep it himself, and he muscles his way into the end zone. Touchdown Cowboys. Levi Archer takes it in from a yard out, and the Cowboys are on the board with 2:53 to go in the 1st half. The 1st touchdown of the game for Goodland. These extra points could be good and important here now. Colby's missed on their first 2 opportunities.
And Whitfield looks like a clip on his helmet broke. He's got to come out and get it fixed. Ben Matchell comes in for his first action on defense since being back for the extra point.
So Levi Archer gets it in now, and they get set for the extra point opportunity here for the Cowboys. The kick is up and good. So it's 12-7, Colby on top. As we are down to 2:53 to go here in the second quarter of play. And again, those extra points could be big in this game. Eagles will get set to return the kick, and if you're Colby, really want to finish, punch another one in here before the half. Eagles will get the football to start the second half of the game.
Yeah, you get 2 possessions right here. Punching this one in is huge for the half, going up by 2 possessions again. Then you get the ball to start the second half. They've got plenty of time. They don't have to go through the air necessarily right away. You got 2:53 left on the clock. You run a no huddle offense. You get the plays in pretty quick. They've got plenty of time to still stick with their ground game for a little bit.
So Goodland gets set to kick it away here. Good crowd on hand here for Colby today, sticking through the rain. In fact, it's picked up a little bit as this game's progressed. Goodland will kick it away. End over end kick. This will be caught on one of the up men for Colby. Looks like Carney on the return, and Carney around the left side is going to get it out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice return by Tate Carney.
Yeah, good field position for the Eagles. Start this drive off at the 35-yard line, 36. They've got, they got all the time in the world right now, and it looks like they're probably going to start off with a double tight step.
I think the Eagles feel they can wear away at this defensive line of Goodland as the game progresses. Got a little bit of an advantage there. Shippers will go in motion to the left side, and he will get the carry. Jordan hits the corner, and Jordan gets loose down the sideline. Shippers across midfield at the 40, the 30. A couple of Cowboys in front of him. He splits right in between them and then powers his way to the 15-yard line. What a run by Jordan Shippers.
The Eagles run to the weak side of the formation. They come out in that pistol double wing set, but they split Brooks Curry, the far side, usually a tight end. They split him out to the almost sideline on that play. Run to the weak side on it with Shippers, and he finds a hole over there caused by Googleman and Hart, and makes a big gain.
This time they hand it up to Matchell up the middle, and Ben powers forward. Gets about 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6 to go. The hard piece of running, that's Tate Carney on the carry. Okay, we're not seeing Matthew Pieper tonight. He's a little bit banged up. He is in uniform, could play if they need him. But he had a shoulder injury to one shoulder earlier in the season. Last week he hurt the other shoulder. And so they're resting him if at all possible. They don't need him tonight. They don't want to use him, keep him healthy for next week's playoff game. Split backs behind Holzmeister, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handout's going to go to the left side and lower his head and powering forward on the carry. This time is Chevin Martin. And Martin's going to pick up about 2 more yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Colby.
Martin, tough run on the stretch play. This side of the field, just lower his head and pick up what he can on the play, bringing up 3rd and 4 on this down.
Shippers in the slot to the left side. He'll go in motion to the right. Holzmeister will get the snap. Wants to throw. And does. Completes it out on the right side to Martin, who evades the tackler, dives forward, and is brought down shy of the end zone, but he does get a first down on the play. Nice catch by Martin, and a good block on the outside as well by Shippers, wanting to get a couple extra yards.
It looked like a little miscommunication there on the route. They have Shippers and Martin over there running speed outs in the same vicinity. Maybe one of them was supposed to have a deep out and the other on a speed out, a little short out route. But either way, Martin comes down with it for a big first down there at the goal line.
1st and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Handout's going to go right up the middle. Touchdown, Colby. The Eagles will pound it in there from 1 yard out, and Tate Carney gets his first touchdown of the season.
And Tate Carney lines up at fullback out of the I formation, just a little fullback dive, and he's able to get in there behind all those big guys up front and walks into the end zone.
And now the Eagles will go for a 2-point conversion attempt here. We'll go with split backs behind Holzmeister. Brady get the snap, handed off to Shippers on the right side. Jordan waits for the hole to develop, gets it, hits it, and gets into the end zone. So Shippers gets the 2-point conversion in there for the Eagles, and it is 20-7. Colby on top now, as we are down to 51 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And a big score there by the Eagles, set up by that long run by Jordan Shippers, is able to break out to the sideline. But a heck of a play down there on the end zone. And that 2-point conversion is big for the Eagles, as they missed the extra point. And after the first touchdown, didn't get the 2-point conversion after the second. Got it here on the after the third touchdown, bringing it to 20-7.
But a good answer, too, for Colby. Goodland takes it down, gets their first score of the game, gets it back to a 1-possession game, and then Colby able to answer quickly in just a little bit over a minute on that drive to get it down the field and get it back to a two-possession ball game headed into half here. Goodland having that one big play with that long pass to Avila that set up their touchdown on the previous possession.
That's Taco John's in Colby, Monday, November 9th.
That's one of those that look like might have been some miscommunication there in the secondary, thinking maybe you have some safety help over the middle, and Branham trying to pass him off to somebody. There's nobody over the middle to pass him off to. He has to play catch up.
Here's an end-over-end kick that's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Tanner Elias makes a diving effort to make the stop, doesn't get it, but the rest of the Eagles there right away to bring down the return man after just a short return out to about the 32-yard line, and the return was Cordell Ratliff. So it's at the 32-yard line. That's where they will start this drive, 1st and 10 with the Cowboys, with 45 seconds on the clock before the half.
And here's where secondary for the Eagles got to understand the situation. You got 45 seconds. Goodland likes to go through the air anyway. They're going to probably end up making themselves one-dimensional.
They go with the inside handout to Deeds. And again, that end-around play. They ran us a bunch. Every time they run the football tonight, with the exception of those the short yardage plays there at the end on that last possession, they've tried to run something to the outside, and Colby has done a great job of being all over it.
Yeah, they've done a great job being able to stretch plays out on jet sweeps and the end-around and things. The defensive ends are doing a great job holding contain. For the most part, they've done a great job with Archer as well when he's ran the ball.
2nd and 10 to go. And Goodland does not, well, they do have to run another play. They're going to take the delay or take a timeout here. And they'll have 3 seconds on the clock when we come out of the timeout. I would not put it past them to take a shot here before the half.
Yeah, take a shot. Make sure you don't fall for a trick play. Make sure your secondary knows that they're going to try. They're going to try whatever they got in their playbook right here.
I think you'll see the Eagles a good 10 yards or more off the line of scrimmage. Giving a big cushion to the Cowboys. Coach told them that, hey, you can't leave a big enough cushion this week.
Yeah.
And you look at this, the line of scrimmage is the 32-yard line, and you have your defensive secondary. The closest ones are in midfield, so 18 yards off the ball, and there's nobody. There is only the 4 defensive linemen that are up there inside of 10 yards. And Goodland just takes a knee. So the half comes to an end. 20-7 the score. Colby on top of Goodland at the end of the first half of play tonight. We will take a break, come back, and get things started with our Cornerstone Ag halftime show. We'll recap the first half scoring and more coming up after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football on 100.3 The Ride. Rain's back.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Cornerstone Ag, where they're there for all of your grain storage, handling, and marketing needs. Highlights and a recap from the first half are coming up after this. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans, President of Western State Bank of Colby. We're a full-service bank with innovative products that you expect from your financial institution. We specialize in excellent customer service and competitive ag, commercial, and home loans. Check us out by calling, stopping by, or I will gladly come to your farm or place of business for your convenience. We're located just southeast of the Colby Walmart, right next door to the utterly delicious yogurt shop. Western State Bank of Colby, with bank locations throughout western Kansas. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What a great selection they have on the lot right now at American Implement, your John Deere dealer. Late model tractors and combines. With special financing and incentives right now, you'll find an excellent selection of hay, planting, drilling, and tillage equipment as well. Remember, when you go online at AmericanImplement.com, you can view the full inventory at all 14 American Implement locations. Yes, 14 locations, combining their strengths, providing stability, loyalty, and support. American Implement, your Northwest Kansas John Deere dealer in Colby, Oakley, Goodland, and Wheeler.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's time to break down the first half and bring you the highlights. Here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. Curtis Granderson just homered, and it's now 4-3. The New York Mets leading the Kansas City Royals in the bottom of the third inning tonight in New York. Game 3 of the World Series going on. Tonight here we are in Colby, and it is a wet, rainy evening, and the rain has picked up and is starting to come down hard again here as we go into half. The Eagles are on top in this ball game by a score of 20-7 at the half, and we'll talk about this first half of play here in just a minute. We'll run through scoring here first. For Colby, they got their first score of the half with 6:26 to go in the second quarter on a 21-yard touchdown pass to Chevin Martin, who really did an excellent job of stretching forward and getting the ball into the end zone. Colby did miss on the extra point, 6-0 to score at that point. Then with 5:23 to go in the second quarter, so just really about a minute later, the Eagles score on a 61-yard touchdown run by Dante Whitfield. The extra point, a two-point conversion attempt, again no good by Colby. 12-0 the score at that point. Goodland got their score with 2:57 to go in the second quarter on a 1-yard touchdown run by Levi Archer. The extra point was good, 12-7 the score. That 1-yard run was set up by a long pass from Archer to Luke Avila that set up that touchdown play. Then Colby answered back with 51 seconds to go in the half on a 1-yard touchdown run by Tate Carney, his first touchdown of the season. Colby got the two-point conversion on a run with Shippers. And again, the two-point conversion attempt good there and made the score 20-7 in favor of Colby at the half.
The next selection features the return of the Woody High School flag team. Senior.
Eagles are going to need to get something quickly in the first part of the second half. They'll have the football to start the second half of the game, and one of those they want to come out and establish things earlier. But it's been a weird football game. Goodland's kind of been taken out of their passing game for the most part. I mean, they've thrown some nice balls in here, but they're trying to run tonight because of the rain, and Colby has done a very good job of making sure that it's just not going to happen. Not going to run the football.
They've done a great job, and it's all really started with their defensive line up front, especially the ends, able to stretch everything out, all the jet sweeps that the Goodland's trying to throw at them. But basically, that's all they've got right now in their running game, is trying to get to that edge and get outside. Colby doing a great job of stopping that. Their linebackers are widened out here a little bit this week with all the spread offense that Goodland brings, so they're able to help on the edge as well. We've seen some guys take Hardy, Brady Holzmeister, run alleys really well from their safety spots, coming downhill and making plays at the line of scrimmage too. Defensively, right now, they're doing a really good job taking care of Goodland's run game. And the defensive secondary right now is doing a great job. You know, talking about one pass play, they got to Avila to set up their lone score of the first half. But other than that, they've had great coverage all night, haven't fallen for any double moves or anything that Goodland's thrown at them.
We'll see how they react in the second half of the ball game tonight. See what kind of adjustments the two teams make. But again, I think it was a solid effort for the Eagles in the first half of this game. And both teams really kind of slowed by the weather. We talked about it kind of died. We lost the rain there for a little bit. It was coming down, but it wasn't pouring there. You know what I mean? And again, it's picked up again. I didn't feel here in Colby coming down kind of hard. It's going to make for a fun second half of this ball game. We'll take a break, come back, talk more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. We'll have our hot hand of the first half of the Colby Eagles and more coming up after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
There you go, hot hand.
This is the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. The health tip of the half is next. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakland. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
At the Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas, we know you need a tractor that's up for the challenge. The agronomic design of the Case IH Steiger Series tractor provides more traction, less compaction to help you improve soil tilth and seedbed conditions. The patented SCR-only ignition systems give you optimum power and fuel efficiency. And the factory-installed AFS components, including AFS Auto AccuGuide Auto Guidance, offer dependability and convenience. For more on Case IH Steiger Series tractors, please visit Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas today.
It's Ram Truck Month at Colby Dodge. Attention business owners, farmers, and ranchers. Contact us to see how you can qualify for an additional on-the-job rebate for up to $1,000. This program is on top of the great incentives offered on new vehicles this month, with discounts up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2015 Ram trucks. Now is a great time to buy. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online at colbydodge.com.
When the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show returns, we will name the McKee Incorporated Hot Player of the first half, and we'll give you our keys to the second half. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
I'm Dr. Cindy Duffy of Duffy Chiropractic Care Colby. Needles are scary. Nobody likes to be poked. There is an alternative to acupuncture with needles. Laser acupuncture is as safe, painless, and effective as needles, and is used for treatment of injuries, illnesses, and allergies. I invite you to stop in today and ask how laser acupuncture can help you improve the quality of your life. At Duffy Chiropractic Care, welcome is written on our front door, so you feel at home while healing.
Ranching isn't just your livelihood, it's your life. No one understands that better than Farm Bureau. We insure over 45% of the farms in the state of Kansas and offer comprehensive coverage that protects your livestock in the open, including freezing or smothering due to blizzards or snowstorms. We make it simple to get customized coverage in one policy with one premium and one deductible when you need it most. Contact Farm Bureau Agent David Brown in Colby and Atwood to see how he can help protect your bottom line. Securities and services offered through FBL Marketing Services, LLC, affiliate Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back, 20-7, the score at the end of the opening half of play. Colby on top of the Goodland Cowboys. Nice first half of football by the Eagles. Again, a little slow with the weather, but battled through, and they've played well in the first half of this game. Thomas, time to name our hot hand of the first half, brought to you by the good folks at McKee Incorporated, Tim Parker, Carson, and the crew. We need to talk to them about one of the things up in the press box. Yeah, I think one of those heating systems that they have for sale, a running system, would do very well here in the press box.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would look good. I think we could put a vent right here underneath us, and it would be, they don't have anything to do this week. Slow, which I know it's not. They're always busy at McKee Incorporated. They do great work. If you're looking at getting your system set up, or maybe it's time to upgrade to a new energy efficient system to save a little money on your utilities, talk to them today at McKee Incorporated. Again, Tim Parker, Carson, and the crew. They bring you our hot hand of the first half tonight here on 100.3 The Ride. And, we talked about this a little bit in deciding which way to go with it, but I think the defensive ends have been really good for Colby, taking that running game away from Goodland. They're trying to pick everything on the edges, and both Curry and Armberger have done a great job tonight. They've both been in the face of Archer a lot this evening when they weren't held in the game.
Yeah, both playing great against the run and the pass, and they've done a heck of a job stretching out the jet sweep, and the end around things that Goodland's trying to get to the edge on. Doing a great job with that, stretching that play out, allowing the teammates to get there and making the play themselves. And then the passing game, they each have a sack individually. They share that one. They both got there on. And then they've hit Finn and Archer's face all night, hit him a few other times. Caused a lot of problems for Goodland's passing game. Right now they're playing really well from that out of that four-man front.
Yeah, and Archer, even when he's gotten the ball away, he's taken a shot.
Yep.
On several occasions tonight in this game. So he's been under duress, which is what you're looking for if you're the Eagles, to keep him under duress, because if he has time to set his feet, he throws well. And I tell you what, he's a talented young man. I mean, this is just a sophomore. He throws a very good ball. He's got a great arm, and he's a big kid.
Yeah, and he sees the field well when he gets out in open field, and he's able to, we saw a nice cutback early on in the game in the first quarter from him. But they've done a great job containing him up front. Other than that one run, he really hasn't been able to get a whole lot.
No, so it's been kind of interesting, but he's going to be one of those kids. I mean, there's a couple of young kids playing, quite a few of them playing for these two teams today that are going to be really fun to see here in 2 and 3 years down the road. Again, for both schools. Archer, Shippers, Mark. I mean, we got a lot of young kids that are out there for both teams. Colby, though, on the other side, a lot of senior-laden kids, and they want to win good. They want to get another one against Goodland before the end of things here. And I thought maybe a little flat on the start tonight, but it picked it up here as the second quarter went on.
Yeah, they picked it up on, they came out, they played well defensively the whole game. They took the offense a little time to get going, and some of that may be to the weather, trying to make sure you got a hold on the football. All the backs are running well, covering the football really well. You saw Dante Whitfield run through a couple of guys trying to rip at the ball on that long touchdown run. But, and when they went through the air, they've been able to make some plays on it.
Had the one throw that slipped in Brady's hand when he tried to hit Shippers in the out, but outside of that, they've been fine.
Yeah, they've been able to make some plays. Chevin Martin gets into the end zone on a pass. He catches another one down there to get him a big first down at the goal line. Ben Matchell picks up a big first down about midfield on the G of the Eagles. So they've been able to move the ball through the air really well here tonight, which was unexpected due to the rain and the wet conditions here so far.
But I know the officials and the teams are doing a pretty good job of rotating balls in and out and keeping them covered with towels and trying to keep them as dry as they can keep them in the game. And again, with the rain letting up at one point in time a little bit in there, it helped with that as well. Again, 14-6 the score at halftime. Holcomb leading Hugoton tonight. That's kind of what we expected. Hugoton an improved football team from when we saw them earlier on in the year, though. And so if things stand or continue that way in the second half, it would be Hugoton coming in here to Colby next week in the district championship game, or the by-district, I guess, game that would be next week. And it would be a fun rematch to have with those two teams. And then the winner of that game would probably end up in Andale, the way things are looking, if everything plays out and the top seeds win and all that fun stuff. But it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. And fun to be in the postseason at this point in the season, though, for the Eagles.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you can get into the postseason, you take it. And the way it works out this year, you got either way, it's another GWAC team coming in. So you've already seen them once, and it's easier to game for you. You already got 2 films on them plus your game film. You come in, you're gonna get 2 more films. So you got a lot of games you can look through. Whoever comes in here next week, either Holcomb or Hugoton.
Yeah, it won't be a surprise.
No.
All right, we're going to take another break. We'll be back. Second half kickoff coming up here in just a little bit. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley Rail from Farm Credit of Western Kansas, your local multi-peril and crop hail agent. We can help you protect your investment in this season's crop with a risk management plan that's right for your farming operation. A plan that can help you weather the storms that come your way this season. Call Farm Credit in Colby at 800-657-6048. Ask how we can help you with a crop insurance plan that makes sense for your operation. This entity is an equal opportunity provider.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Huxley, Dresden, Rainfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Hello, this is Rock Medora with Homeland Realty and Auction in Colby. The local market is very strong and we are aggressively out looking for ag land listings. We are geared up to handle your land sales by private treaty or public auction. With 30 years of experience, I am very passionate about my work and willing to offer the expertise that you deserve. Stop by our office at 1055 South Range here in Colby or give us a call at 785-462-8255. It is truly a good time to sell. Homeland Realty and Auction, where we still offer good old Western hospitality.
This has been the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Cornerstone Ag in Colby, where they serve the area's grain storage, marketing, and handling needs. Now, with the call of the second half, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Welcome back. Chad Jones alongside Thomas Whelan. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. We just had our delivery of hot chocolate to the press box. And for those listening in the concession stand, well done. Yeah, that's very good. And we're kind of spoiled because, you know, we're already out of the West.
Yeah.
But yeah, hot chocolate hit the spot. Well, when you look at adjustments here in the second half for the two teams, Thomas, for the Eagles, I think made a lot of those adjustments at the quarter, really kind of getting the offense up and going. But defensively, still give up a couple of big plays in there.
Yeah, you do. You just got to make sure that the secondary, you go over on the board the different coverages you've got. I'm sure you're going to talk to your defensive line about some adjustments that they may make. Maybe they start running the ball up the middle a little more. They've kind of got their two defensive tackles. They're playing little games with them. They're lining up in twos. They'll go to a 1 and a 3 as well. But I'm sure they're going to try and maybe try the middle so you can make sure that they understand that. Talk to your linebacker, especially Whitfield playing the mic. Understand that, the 3-hole drop, you're still going to have to come downhill and play those A and B gaps if they start running up the middle. So then your secondary, we just said it. Make sure that you're communicating well back there, understand the coverage that you've got on for that particular formation. And offensively, I think they're doing things pretty well right now. In the last 3 drives, I think they've scored on all 3 of them. So they starting to click offensively here tonight. And just keep doing what you're doing. Pound the ball at them. Then if you have to, you can go over the top stuff.
Definitely. And look for maybe a couple more big plays in the second half of this game. Started to see it open up a little bit there before half. Yeah, I think the offensive line, we have a big physical offensive line. Goodland not so much. And when that happens, is they'll hang with you for a while, and you just wear them down. And we're starting to see that before half.
Yeah, and I think they made some adjustments on how they're going to block the off-tackle plays, through C-gap, where Colby likes to run. They've had a lot of success the last 3 weeks doing it. And I think they cleared up some things that quarter or in that late timeout in the first quarter that they took, and they're able to shore up that on the outside.
All right, Goodland getting set to kick it away here to start the second half. Cowboys, an end-over-end kick right up the middle. That'll be bounced and picked up by the Eagles on the right side, and this is a nice piece of running. Some good blocking out front, and this is Chevin Martin, who returned a punt for a touchdown a couple of weeks ago. This one won't go to the end zone, but he's going to get it deep into Cowboy territory at the 40-yard line before being knocked out of bounds. And he ran over a Cowboy on the way.
Yeah, Colby has a right return on towards their bench. Chevin picks up some big blocks there on the edge. His up-backs, Tanner Elias and Tate Carney, each throw a big block there to spring him. He runs through the hole, and he's able to run over a Goodland Cowboy and get up into their territory. They call him out at 45.
Eagles ready to go into that diamond formation. Handout's going to go on the right side. Shippers waits for the holes to develop. Gets away from defenders, spins his way forward, and he's got a nice game, but a penalty flag thrown in the backfield, and we got a hold on the play. So this one's going to come back.
And it negates a very patient run there by Shippers on the stretch play to the near side. They go to the short side of the field. Shippers becoming really patient here in the last few weeks, allowing his blocks to set up, showing some maturity for a freshman. Lets his block set up and then hits the hole hard. Would have had a first down, but they'll mark off 10, and Colby will have first down.
So 1st and 20 to go for the Eagles. Ball on the Colby 46-yard line. Just underway in the second half. Eagles on top 20-7. Colby will go with Shippers in the slot on the right. He will go in motion across the formation. Holzmeister gets the snap, hands it off to Chevin Martin. Coming from the right to the left, Martin hit at the line of the scrimmage and picked up and brought down for a gain of maybe a yard on the play. They literally just picked him up. And so it's going to be second down and about 19 for the Eagles.
Colby tries a little counter play there with Martin. Nothing doing. Goodland stays at home on the backside and able to stop it at the line of scrimmage.
So second down and 19 to go. Maybe not the start the Eagles were looking for in the second half. That penalty kind of costly. Diamond formation. Holzmeister will get the snap. Right side, Shippers on the carry. Jordan lowers his shoulder and is hit and brought down for a minimal gain on the play. Good job by Evan Peter out of his middle linebacker position.
Peters plays downhill really quick. Just a sophomore for Goodland, middle linebacker spot. He's able to come downhill, hit Shippers for a short gain on the play.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Colby. About 17 yards to go. They're just shy of midfield. Colby will bunch 2 receivers over to the left side. One back behind Holzmeister. Brady, with time, steps up in the pocket, fires deep down the field, and it is intercepted. Intercepted on the play by the Cowboys. This is Avila with a pick. And we know what he can do when he has the football. He runs hard over on the right side, finally brought down just shy of midfield. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 to go for the Cowboys, just shy of midfield.
Brady wanted to get rid of that ball a couple seconds before that. Has to pump fake it, bring it down. He's got a Goodland defender in his face, steps up in the pocket, lets that one go. He missed that one to the middle of the field where the safety is in Avila, and he comes down with the ball. Has a nice little return out to about midfield.
So the Cowboys with their first possession now of the second half. Archer in the shotgun. They'll have a man in motion across the formation. Archer on the option play decides to keep it himself. The Eagles had it well defended. He gets no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 to go.
And a great job on that play by Chevin Martin, Dante Whitfield. Martin, outside linebacker spot, comes up slow, plays it, makes Archer commit. Dante Whitfield from the mic plays downhill, and he plays on the inside hip of Archer, make sure that he takes away that cutback lane.
2nd down and 10 to go for the Cowboys now. Archer again in the shotgun. Wants to pass this time. Has a little time. Throws, and it is... Was it pulled in? It was. Nice piece of receiving there by Deeds. He goes to the ground making the reception, though, and it's going to be a gain of just 6 yards.
And Deeds, the number 2 receiver on the far side of the field, runs a quick little speed out. Archer's able to hit him. Deeds makes a heck of a grab bringing that thing in.
3rd down and about 4 to go for the Cowboys. Archer, the long snap count, trying to draw Colby offside. Now look to the sideline for a play. Sends a man in motion from left to right. He'll fake the handoff, keep it himself, and Colby's going to hit him and bring him down short of the first down of the play, but it will bring up 4th and short in Eagle territory, and I would imagine Goodland will take a shot here. 4th and 2.
Archer on the little draw play up the middle. Doesn't sell the draw extremely well. He takes off a little early, but he keeps those feet turning. The Eagles hit him at the line of scrimmage, keeps those feet turning, and picks up a couple of yards to bring up 4th and 2.
So big 4th down play. Archer still in the shotgun. We'll send a man in motion across the formation. They run the same play, same result. Archer hit. He gets forward for a yard or so, but he's short of the first down, barring a really, really, really generous spot, and he's not going to get it. First down, Colby. Good job by the Eagle defense.
Great job by defensive line getting into the backfield. Dante Whitfield and Chevin Martin playing downhill from their linebacker spots to make a big stop for the Eagles, getting the ball back.
So Colby will start with their second possession. The first drive really kind of killed by that holding penalty. They had a first down on the play and then got the penalty. It really almost cost them 20 yards if you want to think about it. Colby set to go. One receiver wide to the right side. Diamond formation again. Holzmeister in the pistol in the middle of the diamond. Gets the snap, turns and hands it off on the right side to Shippers. Jordan dives around the corner and picks up about 7 yards. Good effort by Jordan Shippers. And it'll bring up 2nd and 3 to go.
Good sweep play there by Colby this side of the field. Go with an unbalanced line to bring Bryce Armberger over, line him up in a tight end spot, the left tackle, and leave Edmondson, I think, is in the game right now, at a tight end spot on the far side. The Eagles take advantage of the numbers with the offensive lineman this way.
Yeah, Edmondson again split wide to the right side. And that's going to go right up the middle in a big hole here, and then a big hit at the end of it. And it's a first down for Colby, and a penalty flag thrown very late by the white hat on that play. That was Tate Carney, I believe, on the carry, and he took a shot at the end of that one. And they're going to say it was a hit to the head. Personal foul, hit to the head on the Cowboys. He did take a shot, and I don't know that it was an intentional shot to the head.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised that the officials near the play didn't throw it, and the white hat from 15 yards behind throws a late flag in on that one. But you have to protect these kids.
Yeah, you have to protect them. I'm not sure if that's one that needs to be called.
I mean, it was a hit, but it wasn't. I don't think it was in any way, shape, or form.
I think they both lowered their heads. Just happened to be at the time
exactly.
open field. He wasn't headhunting or anything. It was Dawson Ensign.
Wasn't a dirty play.
No.
Eagles with the football. Handoff on the right side. This is a power play up the middle for Shippers, and he gets forward inside the 25-yard line. Actually, that was Matchell back in there on the carry that time, and Ben's going to pick up about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 to go.
4-yard gain. 2nd down 6.
Colby will spread things out. Lieutenant Elias split wide to the left side this time. Whitfield and Shippers in the slot to each side. Whitfield will go in motion to the left. Handoff's going to go to Matchell, who makes a nice cut and pounds his way forward up the middle, inside the 15 and down to about the 11-yard line.
And a great cutback by Ben Matchell. It's whereas the hole should be on the left side of the line of scrimmage. It's just a sidestep all the way across the line on the cutback. Ends up picking up big yards and a first down for the Eagles.
So 1st and 10 to go. They're just outside the 10-yard line, so they can get a first without getting it in. Holzmeister sends Whitfield in motion. Handoff's going to go on the right side. Shippers coming around, and not much for Jordan on that one. As Goodland doing some good penetration up front with the defensive line. Loss of a yard.
Goodland brings a blitz up the A-gap, caused some disruption for the Eagles up front.
6 minutes to go here in the third quarter, still 20-7, and Colby leading the game tonight over the rivals and the Goodland Cowboys. Connor Edmondson split to the right side. Whitfield in the slot to the right. Tanner Elias split to the left, and then Matchell and Shippers behind Holzmeister. The handoff will go to Shippers on the right side. Gets a good block, and he takes it into the end zone. Jordan Shippers takes it in from 12 yards out, and the Eagles now lead 26-7 with the extra point upcoming.
A nice blast play. Shippers gets the ball out in some space, picks up a big block from Fulham guard and Brady Slinger out there on the edge, and Shippers goes into the end zone for 6.
That's the 9th touchdown in 3 weeks for Jordan Shippers. Not a bad few weeks, right?
He's had a good district.
Yeah. Plays a lot like Thomas did.
Yeah.
One receiver to each side. Holzmeister in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Hands off on the right side, and Matchell takes in the 2-point conversion play. And the Eagles now on top 28-7 with 5:46 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a break. Back with more of the Eagles on radio in just a minute here on 100.3 The Ride.
Count on Kansas Quick Lube. Every time you come in, we change your oil, check your tires, wipers and bulbs, everything your owner's manual recommends.
This month, ask for blended synthetic, high mileage, or full synthetic oil and claim your certificate for $10 or $15 off your next full-service oil change. They're our best oils and give you better engine protection and better fuel economy.
Count on Kansas Quick Lube. Our name says it oil.
Now, with more of the Eagles on Radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. 5:46 to go in the third quarter of play tonight, and the Eagles lead it 28-7. Again, nice start to the second half for the Eagles. Didn't kind of struggle with that first possession because of a penalty, but then they've been rolling since then. Eagles will get set to kick it away here.
From Curry, the kick for the Eagles. Dawson inside. Beast for Goodland.
Curry to kick it away. He's been handling his duties last couple of weeks. Done pretty good with it. It's a line drive kick picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll be out of bounds. Should have been out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They got forward for a couple of yards afterward. And on the return for the Cowboys was Brent Moll.
A good special team stop by Chevin Martin. Comes down, delivers a big hit to Knoll.
So, first and 10 to go for the Cowboys. They will send three receivers to the right side and one to the left this time, and one back in the backfield with Archer, who gets the snap. They're going to set up that middle screen. Colby's defended it. Archer rolls to his right, throws across his body, and tries to hit the receiver out on the right side. It is incomplete. And it'll bring up second and 10 to go.
Avila lines up on number one receiver on the outside, far side of the field. Runs just a big curl route, tries working back towards Archer. Once Archer leaves the pocket, doesn't allow him to set his feet up, and he ends up skipping that one to him.
Second and 10 to go. Three receivers right, one to the left. Archer again throws it out on the right side, and it is bobbled and dropped by Luke Avila. And it'll bring up second and 10 to go. Third and 10, excuse me.
Avila drops that one, but the Eagles Jordan Shippers makes a great play coming downhill on it. He's there for the stop. And Levi Archer's got to pick himself up off the ground again. Bryce Armour with some good pressure on that play.
So third down and 10 to go. Three receivers right, one to the left, and a slot back as Archer gets a snap and immediately rolls to his right side. Fires down the field. It's tipped and then incomplete, but nearly caught on the sideline on the play. Good job. I think Shipper's got a hand on that one. Intended for Archer, or for Avila, excuse me.
Avila runs a deep comeback route along the sideline. Shippers does a great job getting the flats from his outside linebacker spot, gets a hand up in the air, uses his long, lanky frame, tips that ball behind Avila, and forces Goodland to punt.
The Cowboys will get set to punt it away again. You have to be aware with Goodland. They ran that fake earlier and got a huge gain in the first down. This one he gets away, a very high kick. Chevin Martin going to bobble it, and it's loose, but Colby got on it, thank goodness, at about the 23-yard line. Good job by Dante Whitfield getting down there and getting on the ball. He's had a good game tonight.
That's just one. Chevin just misjudged at the last end of it, just carried a little farther than what he did, try to jump backwards and catch that one. Just never had a good handle on it. And a good play by Whitfield to hop on the football.
The ball on the 22-yard line is where Eagles will take over to start this possession. First and 10 to go, leading 28-7 with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. One back behind Holzmeister, and they're going to run a little end-around play to Chevin Martin, and Martin will get back to the line of scrimmage before being tripped up for no gain on the play.
The Eagles try to stretch play to Chevin out of that double wing set, just nothing doing for him. Goodland has that strung out. Chevin makes a nice cut to get upfield. So Goodland's there to pick him up.
Eagles head back to the line of scrimmage. This time they'll have Shippers in the slot to the left, one receiver to the right, split backs behind Holzmeister in the pistol. Hand off to Chevin Martin. Martin waits for the hole to develop on the left side, and it never really does. He's going to get about a yard again, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 to go.
Lucas Wood with the Cowboy tackle.
Eagles try blast play over there this time, try and pull Austin Hart, get some numbers over there. Just nothing doing. Goodland's tightened up their linebackers here after that first score in the 3rd quarter.
The Eagles will send Brooks Curry wide to the right side on 3rd down and 8 to go. Holzmeister has Shippers in motion to the left, going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. Holzmeister waiting for the block to develop. Gets out there and gets some positive yards. Good second effort by Holzmeister to get another couple of yards, but he's still going to be too short of what he needed for the first down. So it's 4th and 4 to go.
And just design quarterback run, getting Brady out there behind some lead blocks, just slow developing. Goodland's out. Goodland's just got a bunch of numbers. The big number 76 for Goodland. Defensive end. Costellos is able to make a play.
And Whitfield has the punt go off the side of his foot, and that goes less than 10 yards. Not good at all. In fact, it's about a 7-yard punt. There is a flag down, though. We'll see what that is. Ineligible man, it's a penalty on Goodland. Too many men on the field. They had 12 men on the field, illegal participation. So a 5-yard penalty gives the Eagles a first down. That's a big break for the Eagles because Goodland was going to get tremendous field position after the left punt.
Dante's thanking his lucky stars right now. He shanked one, which unusual for him. He's been had a great leg all season, but the Eagles got to capitalize on that mistake by Goodland.
3:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Eagles get it after the 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10 to go. On their own 46-yard line. Shippers will go in motion. Handoff's going to go up the middle. Ben Matchell on the carry. Matchell breaking tackles. Matchell with a nice run at the 40-yard line and drug down at the 35. No, he's still on his feet and going all the way down to about the 18-yard line. What a great second effort by Ben Matchell. And a huge run on the play.
Huge run by Ben. He's able to get out there in the open field. Shows what kind of moves he has out there in space. Makes a couple of Goodland defenders miss. Picks up a big run.
About 36 yards on the carry. So 1st and 10 to go for Colby with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Tanner Elias wide to the left side. Split backs behind Holzmeister. Shippers in the slot to the left. That's where they're going to run. This is Chevin Martin on the carry. Martin trying to get to the corner. And I tell you, that side of the defense has been good for Goodland. There is a penalty flag down.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
We'll see what this one is. It's in the area of holding. And that's what it is, holding against the Eagles. So they'll mark this one off. And the holding penalty killed a previous drive here, that first one of the first half, and another one here on 1st down.
With Desma for Goodland playing a defensive tackle spot. Sometimes they'll bounce him out the end, depending on the personnel they have in. That time picks up, makes a great play on the ball carrier. Is able to shed a block and get into the backfield.
1st and 20 to go. Eagles get set. Holzmeister gets a snap. Hands it off on the right side. Matchell looking for a hole, doesn't get one. He's going to get it inside the 30 down to about the 28, but that's gain of just 2 on 1st and 21. So now it brings up 2nd and 19.
And Nolan Deeds comes nice and through the B gap on the play side. Disrupts that play, forces Ben to bounce it out. Stretches the play out long enough for Goodland to get out there and get him some help in the open field, bring Matchell down.
2nd and 19 to go. Colby will send 3 receivers to the right side with split backs behind Holzmeister. And now Shippers in motion to the left side. Brady looking over the middle, has a man, and it is caught by Tanner Elias for a touchdown. Tanner Elias takes it in from 29 yards out, and the Eagles with another score here in the second quarter. 1:52 to go in the second, and Tanner Elias catches his first touchdown pass of the season.
That's the one that's been in the playbook for quite a few years. They line up Bryce Armberger, the left tackle, out at a receiver spot on the line of scrimmage. Goes back to pass block out there. Tanner Elias is lined up in his spot at the end of the line of scrimmage. He's eligible. They sneak him on a corner route, and Brady lifts it up over top of the defense for a touchdown.
The extra point attempt was blocked by Goodland. So it's 34-7. Colby on top. And again, 1:52 to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll take a break. Back with more of the Eagles on Radio. The kickoff coming up after this word from our sponsors and one of the
Losing your loved one can be the most difficult experience you ever go through. But at Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time of grief. We serve all of Northwest Kansas and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorial products. Contact Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel at 785-462-7979 and let us help you through your loss. That's 785-462-7979 or online at kirstenbachfuneralchapel.com.
It's fall, which means the weather is caught somewhere between winter and summer. But even as temperatures change outside, your comfort doesn't have to, because a new Lennox heating and cooling system from McKee Incorporated preserves your comfort all year long. Right now, you can enjoy a rebate of up to $1,700 for the purchase of a qualifying new Lennox heating and cooling system from McKee Incorporated. Call them at 785-462-3132. McKee Incorporated, 462-3132. Now, with more of the Eagles on Radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. 1:52 to go, third quarter of play. Colby leads this one 34-7 over the Goodland Cowboys tonight. The Eagles have Curry getting set to kick it away. Brooks gets this one up in the air, a high end over end kick, and caught by the Cowboys and nowhere to go with this one. As being knocked out of bounds after a short gain was Brent Moles. So the Cowboys offense will come back out onto the field again. Eagle defense has been really good in this ballgame tonight. Outside of that one long play to Luke Avila in the end of the second quarter, Colby's done a really good job of taking the passing game away from Goodland, and again, not allowing Goodland to get their running game going either, which is something that they have struggled to do on the season. Cowboys with 2 receivers to each side of the field. They pretty much run this formation almost all the time with the spread. Quick pass on the outside, and it is caught by the intended receiver that time, and that was Deeds pulling that one. And Deeds is going to pick up about 6 yards.
Goodland runs his routes across the board. Deeds works back to the quarterback. It looks like that one's thrown to Avila. Deeds ends up picking that one off in front of him. Gain picked up 6 yards on the play.
So second down and 4 to go. 2 receivers to each side again. Snaps a little bit low, but Archer gets to it, but he's pressured immediately, and he's going to be sacked. Great job by the Eagle defense. Armberger got there first, couldn't quite pull him down, and then big Ethan J able to finish it off for Colby. Loss of 6, and it'll bring up third down and 10 to go now.
Great job by Jay to keep working through the middle there. He gets him and Hart have been getting on a lot of doubles here tonight, allowing Brooks Curry and Bryce Armberger get to the quarterback. That time he works through it, ends up picking up a sack.
2 receivers to each side again, shotgun formation. Archer gets the snap, takes the handoff, or hands it off to Deeds, and they throw it back to Archer. Archer's scrambling around trying to get loose, and he's losing a lot of yardage here. Now he takes off running up the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, clear back and around the 20-yard line.
Archer knocked out
wow.
Number 71. Austin
Hart got to him. The Eagles almost got him even further back than that. And officials are conferring on the sideline. I do not see a flag down, but maybe there is. There's a discussion happening.
Well, you see the spiked ball on the sideline. You wonder if they're going to get a delay game.
Yeah. He did not end up doing anything. It's back on the 21-yard line. So it brings up 4th and 24 yards to go. And, of course, a punting situation for the Cowboys here. They get it away. Very high, but fairly short kick. In fact, a really short kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 50. That's about a 26-yard punt. And Colby's going to take over at midfield to start this possession of the game with 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. Eagles leading 34-7 tonight over the Cowboys. Colby won this game last year, 55-18 was the final score of that game. And that was kind of a surprise. Not that we won, but the way we did last year. We were starting to, kind of like this year, starting to put things together at the end of the year and really put it together. And that was a huge win for Colby because it gave us the number 2 seed in the district with the victory last year. Of course, we've already got it wrapped up this year. We've not had an updated score on that Goodland and on that Hugoton and Holcomb games. Shippers on the carry up the middle, picks up about 9 yards on first down. We've not had a score update on that one since halftime tonight. At that point in time, it was a 12-7 lead with Holcomb on top of Hugoton. But again, that was a halftime score. We haven't seen anything since then.
Second down and 1.
And that brings us to the end of the quarter here, 34-7 the score. We'll take a break. Fourth quarter coming up after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride. Again, we'll be back after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
Did choosing Verizon put you in the red? Nextep Wireless offers unlimited data, talk, and text for only $60 per month. Verizon doesn't offer unlimited data, so you'll have to pay $100 for 12 gig and worry about overages. Verizon also charges you for administrative fees and $45 to upgrade your phone. Don't be nickel and dimed. Save your money by making the switch to Nextep Wireless today and enjoy unlimited data plans. Nextep Wireless. Say hello to something different.
Did you know that your body contains over 40 billion working parts and the nervous system acts as a communication speedway? Sometimes there's no warning when a problem is ahead, and a chiropractor can help determine if there's any interference in this great nerve network. In most cases, chiropractic care can eliminate the cause of your pain. Call Northwest Kansas Chiropractic at 460-0332. That's 460-0332. Or visit us online at nwkchiro.com. I'm Dr. Griggs, inviting you to stop by and see us and start feeling better today.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back out of the break. Second down and 1 to go. Handoff goes right up the middle for the Eagles and a first down carry on the play. Gain of about 2 yards for the Colby Eagles. And that was Tate Carney on the carry for the Eagles. Tate's had a couple of carries today. And of course, had a touchdown earlier in the game as well. Also took a hit earlier tonight. I mean, he got drilled on a run up the middle. Carney on the left side. One back split to the right side as well, and then 2 receivers to the left for Colby, including Shippers that's in the slot. Handoff's going to go up the middle, and this is Whitfield who loses his footing. And this is what's going to happen on a wet night like that. That's got to be frustrating for the back because Dante was making a cut, trying to get it to the outside. He had room to run. And just, again, the field and footing gives way here when it's wet.
Yeah, you see good vision there by Dante Whitfield. He follows Tate Carney, who sees the cutback lane first, going back to the right side of the field, just isn't able to keep his footing on that one. That looked like it could have been big yards on the play.
Second down and long to go now for Colby. 9 to go. Putbacks again. Handoff's going to be Shippers up the middle this time. Jordan hit at the line, but again, finishes hard on the play. He's going to get about 4 yards on the carry, and it'll bring up 3rd and a long 5 for the Eagles.
Tackle for Goodland. Put it down 5.
The Eagles waiting on the play here from Coach Sims. Eagles head to the line of scrimmage with 10:38 to go in the game. 2 receivers to the right side, split backs again. Holzmeister gets a snap. Shippers will get the carry to the right side. Hit in the backfield and gets forward for a couple of yards. Looks like they grabbed the back of his helmet on the underneath side of it. And that could actually be a penalty, but it wasn't. It's going to bring up 4th down now for the Eagles.
The Eagles try to stretch play to the far side of the field with Shippers. Shippers does a great job. First guy hits him in the backfield. He gets a stiff arm on him, ducks underneath of it, and he's able to pick up an extra yard on the play, keep his feet turning, bring it up 4th and 4.
Colby will send Shippers and Tanner Elias to the left side. One back in the backfield with Holzmeister, who gets the snap, and Brady's going to keep it himself to the left side. Has some blocking in front of him, and Holzmeister has the first down and more as he's inside the 20 and down to about the 17-yard line on the carry. So 1st and 10 to go from the Eagles, and a nice piece of running there by Holzmeister. Good play call for the Eagles.
It looked like a quarterback blast play that pulled Austin Hart, the right guard on the play, gets him out there in front of Brady on that one, and pick up some big first down for the Eagles on 4th.
Colby getting the play here from the sideline. Curry split wide to the right side for the Eagles. Whitfield out there as well. Split backs now. Holzmeister gets the snap, hands it off up the middle. Tate Carney on the carry again, and Carney gets forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 to go.
The Eagles on a little quick hitter, just looks like an ISO play up the middle. We get a big push up front. Casey Quigliano, Austin Hart, Brady Slinger, your 3 and 2, your linemen do a great job of pushing back the defensive tackles into the linebacker's face and pick up an easy 4 yards on the play.
2 receivers to the left, split backs again. Holzmeister gets the snap, hands it off to Whitfield, who jumps over the pile at the line of scrimmage and picks up a few yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down for Colby.
Whitfield hurdles over Ledesma, the defensive tackle, falling to the ground, and is able to pick up a couple yards on the play because of it, bringing up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Colby with a 3rd and 3 now at the 10-yard line of Goodland. The Eagles down to 3 on the play clock. 2, 1. They got it off just in time. Handoff goes on a little counter play, and this is to the left side. This is Whitfield on the carry, and it looks like he might have enough for the first down. He does.
And the Eagles just get that counter play off, and Colin Gugelman, the right tackle, does a great job. Austin Hart, the left guard, makes a kick-out block. Gugelman wraps up, makes a big block, and allows Whitfield to barely get that first down for the Eagles. And a big first down brings up 1st down goal for him.
1st and goal to go. Ball's on the 7-yard line. Curry split wide to the right side. Whitfield in the slot to the right. Straight I formation behind Holzmeister, who's under center. Going to hand it off up the middle. Fullback on the carry. That's Matchell. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4. And 2nd and goal to go from there. And Matchell at fullback and Shippers at tail. I tell you, Matchell's run pretty well today for a kid that hasn't had a ton of practice time lately, or really at all on the season. He came out ready to play tonight.
Yeah, a kid that was in a boot, 2 weeks ago. He's really ran the ball hard tonight, made a lot of good cuts.
Handoff's going to go right side. This is Matchell again, and the carry's into the end zone. Touchdown for Ben Matchell. Matchell gets it in there for the Eagles. That is his 2nd touchdown of the season. First one since week 1 after the injuries. So Matchell takes it in from 3 yards out. Colby up 40-7 now.
Israel Zoyron to attempt the extra point.
Zoryov into try to add the point onto it here for the Eagles. Holzmeister holding. And Israel gets the kick up, and plenty of distance on that one. That's through the uprights. 41-7. Colby leads with 7:10 to go in the game. We'll take a break. Back with more of the Eagles on radio and Colby football in just a minute.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to be part of Colby in Northwest Kansas. We are helping the area grow, and we need your deposits. Farmers and Merchants is offering a 13-month certificate of deposit at a special annual percentage yield of 0.75%. A minimum deposit of $10,000 is needed to receive this special rate. Hurry in, because this rate is for a limited time only. Stop in at either the Dillon's location or the main bank for more information. Come grow with us. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Member FDIC.
When it comes to flooring and cabinetry at Northwest Kansas, the place to go is Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. They've been in business for over 39 years, serving the Northwest Kansas community with all their flooring and cabinetry needs. With many different types of flooring to choose from and cabinetry that allows you to pick your different wood and stain combinations, plus, of course, all the accessories to make it functional for you. See them today. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, located on West 4th Street in Colby, for all of your flooring and cabinetry needs today. And while you're there, say, "Hi, Mr. Carey Turner."
Now, with more of the Eagles on Radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football. 100 point through the ride. 7:10 to go in the game. Colby leads this one 41-7. Eagles kicking things away here. Goodland will pick it up at about the 32-yard line. They'll get to the 33 on the return. Not much on that one. Stramel hit immediately by the Eagles. So Goodland will get set again for this drive offensively. Colby's been tremendous defensively in the second half. Really the whole game.
Yeah, they really have. They played a heck of a game. Everybody has, from the D-line to the D-backs. Linebackers have played really well.
Ball's going to go up the middle on Archer this time. He keeps it himself, brought down by Shippers after a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
And Tucker Branham, freshman, comes in playing middle linebacker, spells Whitfield on defense here in about the middle of this fourth quarter, getting some reps.
Back to the line of scrimmage on second down and short here. And the man in motion across the formation. Archer wants to throw. Now he's being pressured, scrambles to his right side, looks down the field. Oh, knocked away by Shippers and nearly intercepted on the play. That's frustrating. Shippers about as sure-handed as you can hit. Couldn't quite pull that one in, though.
Playing outside backer, reads the eyes of Archer well. He's in the flats anyways over there taking care of it. Almost comes up with a big play, picking that ball off.
They're down about a half a yard, so I imagine they'll just gotta sneak something here, just get what they need for the first down. So we'll see. They're spreading the field again. 2 receivers to each side. Archer in the shotgun. Gets the snap, wants to throw, and completes it to Deeds on the right side, and Nolan Deeds makes the catch right at midfield. That's first down play, gain of 7 for the Cowboys. We're down to 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Here's the snap. Deeds tries to throw it over on the left side, knocked away by Armberger, had gotten through there defensively.
And Dawson Raymer tries to come in on a little jailbreak screen. Ends up dropping that one. Here's some footsteps coming down from the linebackers of Colby.
27-12, Holcomb leads Hugoton. 3:35 to play tonight. Well, that one almost over with. 6 minutes to go here, and Colby up 41-7. Snap, and Deeds going to hand it off, and now they're going to run a reverse play, and trying to get around the corner and being drugged down short of first down yardage on the play was Cordell Ratliff.
And a nice play by Brady Holzmeister. Stays home from his safety spot, ends up running in his alley really well on the reverse play, and brings down Deeds for a short game.
Yep, gave him maybe 4 on the play. It'll bring up third down and a long 5 to go. Cowboys will send 3 receivers to the left side and 1 receiver to the right side. Slot back to the left as well. And Archer in the shotgun. Archer will get the snap. He'll roll to his left side. Being pressured by Armberger. Archer steps up, throws on the run, incomplete, and well covered by the Eagles anyway. No way he was going to get that ball to his intended receiver in Luca Vila. Great play by Colby again. And it's going to bring up fourth down and 5 to go now for the Cowboys.
A great play by Bryce. Forces Archer outside the pocket. chases him down, gets a hit on him as he's releasing that football. And he forces him to skip that one to Avila on the sideline.
And Goodland brings the punting unit onto the field here with 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, a weird formation, but it is the punting unit out here. And they're going to run a reverse. And they're trying to get around on the right side. On the play was Cordell Ratliff, and Ratliff brought down actually for a loss. And Colby going to get the ball back. Can't fault Goodland on that.
No, Colby does a great job. They don't send anybody back. Andrew Voss makes a great play on it.
Goodland's tried a lot of these runs to the edges. You know, it's something that Colby struggled with earlier in the season. You go back to like the Scott City game where we got picked on the edges a little bit, but it's something that has actually become one of the strengths of this defense. Is you see Arnberger and Curry have gotten so much better as the season's gone on. And we're seeing that again tonight. The Eagles break the huddle with too many players. Now they get set to go. Diamond formation. Colby will get the snap. New quarterback into the game for the Eagles as the handoff goes up the middle, and we are seeing for the first time on the season Rex Branham taking some snaps for Colby. A little mop-up duty.
Colby's got the twos out there for him.
Coach has got to love to be able to do that at this point. You look at this backfield for Colby. As Branham ready for the snap. High one. He's able to pull it in, though. Hands it off on the right side, and not much running room on the play for the Eagles. Tyler Schritter on the carry that time. But you look at this backfield headed into next week. You'll have everybody healthy. You got, Kim Ben Matchell. You're going to have a healthy Matthew Pieper next week. You got Jordan Shippers. You got Chevin Martin. Dante Whitfield. I mean, he's got a lot of guys to throw at Hugoton, and guys that have gotten a lot of time and confidence in the last few weeks. It's going to make that a fun matchup for the Eagles.
Absolutely. I mean, next week you're going to get Pieper back. Matchell's going to be another step towards full health. He's going to be a lot better than he was tonight. Should be fun to watch.
Rex Branham with a high snap, able to pull it in and then hands it off on the left side, and on the carry for the Eagles was Isaac Rosales. And Rosales gets a couple of yards, but it's fourth down and about 8 to go for Colby here. Colby will bring the punting unit onto the field with 3:20 to go in the contest. They don't have enough guys out there. They're trying to get enough. Varnberger runs onto the field, and now we'll get set to punt it away. Snap is good. Whitfield gets the kick away, and that's one of his better kicks in the season. And it takes a great bounce and rolling, and the Eagles get back there, and they're going to down this on the 5-yard line. And that is where Goodland will start this drive with 2:58 to go in the game. And Colby leading 41-7. It's really been a dominant performance by the Eagles in this game outside of the one pass from Levi Archer to Luke Avila. The Eagles have pretty much just had their way defensively against the Goodland Cowboys tonight.
Yeah, they really have. They really stepped up tonight, and we talked about it a little bit on the last defensive possession for the Eagles. It just everybody had a great game so far, and really shut out Goodland here at home.
Archer standing in his own end zone as he gets the snap. Looking to his right side and completes the pass to Deeds, who's knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line on the play. Good job by Jordan Shippers to make the stop.
And Colby's got a mixture of ones and twos out there for the defense. Under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm sure we'll see more young cats rolling in.
Goodland set to go again. Archer gets the snap. Looks to his right side, and that one is incomplete as it bounces up and into the hands of Luke Avila. Stops the clock at 2:49 to go. So Goodland back to the line of scrimmage here on 3rd and less than a yard. Archer in the shotgun. Send a man in motion across the formation. Archer will keep it himself. And gets the corner. Archer with a nice gain on the play. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Now they're spotting short of the 30-yard line at about the 29. Going to bring up 1st and 10 to go from there. Now wait for the chains to come across here. Goodland's has done a really good job against Archer tonight. But I'm telling you, this is a great athlete. 6'3", 180-pound sophomore. And got a cannon for an arm. Reads the field well, can run a little bit. He's going to be a tough one to defend here over the next couple of years. Cowboys will send Deeds in motion across the formation. Archer looks and throws. His receiver fell on the play while trying to make a cut. That was Avila, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 to go.
It looked like Avila tried to run a little pivot route, bingo route over the middle, and just slipped on his footing, trying to break it back outside.
And you can see the middle of this field is chewed up.
Yeah.
From all the rain today and the play on it. It's been torn up today. Archer in the shotgun again on 2nd and 10. Has time and has a man on the left side. It's incomplete. Catchable ball there, but unable to pull it in was Evan Peter. And it's 3rd and 10.
Archer tries to lob that one in there, takes a little off. Doesn't quite get it to Peters.
And they'll dive at the end of it by Evan Peter, but couldn't get in there on it. 3rd and 10. 2:29 to go in the 4th quarter. Again, the clock stopping with the incompletion. Archer looks to his right. He's got 2 receivers there and 2 to the left. And now he'll send Deeds in motion across. They'll fake the handoff to him. They'll look and throw to the right side, and it's caught by Avila, who has the first down. Yep, he's got it across the 40-yard line to the 41, and that's enough for the first down on the play. Clock does run, though, once they get the chain set here. He was brought down in the field of play. And again, losing some footing there as he tried to cut. 2 receivers to each side. Slot back to the right. Archer gets a snap. Little bubble screen, and they complete it over the middle, and slipping and falling was Dawson, but not until he picked up 12 yards and a first down into Colby territory at the 49-yard line.
11-yard gain.
Another first down for the Cowboys. I expected to see a lot more of those plays tonight.
Yeah.
We just didn't see a lot of those bubbles. Archer back to pass, being pressured this time. Throws it incomplete over the heads of Deeds. 2nd and 10 to go with 1:40 left in the game.
Yeah, Goodland's style of spread offense is more vertical routes. They're going to run stuff a long ways down the field. You know, we've seen the long comeback route and the not so many deep outs as you would see out of spread offense either. But you're right. No, hardly any slips or bubbles. A couple jailbreaks, and that was it.
2 receivers to each side again. A man in motion across the formation. Archer has time, throws, and it's nearly intercepted. Looking for Avila, was thrown behind him, and it was in and out of the hands of Hart. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10 to go. Zach Hart had a shot at that one. So 3rd and 10 to go as the clock stops at 1:35 left. The Cowboys again with 2 receivers to both sides. Same formation we've seen all night long. For the Cowboys, Deeds in motion across. They fake it to him. Pass is complete to Avila on the right side. And Colby does a good job of bringing him down inbounds. And short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. Actually, they spotted that across the 4. That's pretty generous. 4th and less than a yard to go. Whoa. They're going to give him the first on that. Really generous on that one. 1st and 10 to go. The 39. We're waiting here. Trying to get the chain properly set, then we can get the clock going. Minute 10 is what's left on the game clock. All right, now we're ready for play. Avila is to the right side. That's where Goodland will be looking, I would imagine. Archer in the shotgun. And he is looking right, but double coverage there, and the Eagles are bringing the house. Curry chasing Archer. Archer hit, sacked. Clear on the other side of midfield at about the 46-yard line. The flag comes in late.
Yeah, they end up bringing him down out of bounds. That's what they're going to get him
but
for.
They hit him inbounds.
Yeah.
You hit him inbounds. They didn't pile on him afterwards. Sometimes we... So they would have had a sack. It would have been a huge loss, and they're going to call the personal foul against Colby. And that'll be a first down with it. Again, I don't think it was just like that hit Goodland had on Tay Carney, not malicious.
No.
But they did land on him out of bounds, although they hit him inbounds. Now this is from I believe from the spot of the infraction. So they marked the 15 yards off, and it makes it 1st and 8. 1st and 9 for the Cowboys. 50 seconds to go in this game. Colby rotating a lot of youngsters in there right now. They have been on both sides of the ball. Kind of a mixture here defensively, though, of some of your upperclassmen and then working a few underclassmen in there with them. Archer running to his right, throws incomplete. Good pressure by the Eagles again on the play.
And Archer just trying to get rid of that one before he gets hit again. Skips that one at the feet of his receiver.
And Gervais with some pressure on that one for Colby. 44 seconds to go in this one. 41-7 the score. The Eagles leading. Goodland down to 3rd down and 9 now from the Eagle 38-yard line. Colby again running players onto the field as they get back into a dime formation here. Cowboys spreading it out. Archer with lots of time throws, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Eagles. Colby will run this one down the sideline. And 2 weeks in a row, Zach Hart has had an interception, but he takes this one all the way down the field. A 60-yard interception return for a touchdown. And Zach Hart with a big play for the Eagles. 60-yard return.
Zach Hart does a great job keeping that speed out in front of him, playing behind it. Bates Archer drives on the ball when it's in the air, comes out with a big pick at the end of this game, runs it all the way back.
That comes with 29 seconds to go here as the Eagles will get set for a conversion attempt. Well, we're trying to get the right personnel here for the 2-point conversion attempt. And again, using a lot of youngsters here. Branham is the quarterback. Rex for Colby, a junior, will get the snap. His first pass of the season, and it's incomplete. Closo intended over the middle. Looks like for Whitfield. No, it was Dollar. Yeah, couldn't pull it in, but not a bad look. And the score 47-7. Colby leads. We are down to 29 seconds to go in this game. The Eagles going to win their 4th consecutive game. They will head into bi-district play next week. And it appears the Hugoton Eagles will be in town next week for that ball game as they are trailing by 3 scores with just under a couple of minutes to go in that game tonight. Hugoton will be here next week at Denton Field. 7 o'clock is the kickoff for that one. Match of the game that the Eagles played this season, and Colby lost 27-8 when they played last time, although, again, we talked about it, and it was not one of the better games Colby played on the season. Moved the ball all night in that game, but couldn't punch anything in. Had a lot of turnovers and penalties, a lot of them in the red zone. So it'll be a fun rematch. I think it's one Colby kind of wanted to do over on the first time.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you see somebody twice, especially when you have a showing like that, you just can't punch in, just make a few mistakes here and there, and that costs you the game. You always want those back, and they get that opportunity.
The Eagles set to kick it away here. End over end kick by Zoryov. Going to bounce at about the 16-yard line, and this will be returned around the left side on the play for Archer. Not much. They're going to get it down to about the 32, and that is where Goodland will take over. Clock going to run. We are in continuous clock as Colby up by 40 in the fourth quarter, so this one's over with. Goodland probably will not have time to get a play off here. 3 seconds to go. That is the ball game. 47-7, the final score. The Eagles get the win tonight over Hugoton, over Goodland, and they will now get Hugoton next week in the opening round by district play. Senior night tonight here in Colby. They'll have that after the game, as the seniors will be recognized for their hard work and effort throughout the season. Big congratulations to Colby. They will also be getting a district championship trophy here in a matter of minutes as well at Denton Field. So big night for Colby tonight, big win for the Eagles, and we look forward to next week and hopefully another win as they host the Hugoton Eagles. We'll take a break, come back, and get things started with our our Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Right after this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
Farmers and Merchants Bank brings you tonight's postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. Farmers and Merchants Bank has been part of the community for over 100 years. They make banking easy and convenient for you with both online and mobile banking. They have the main bank downtown and, of course, the Dillon's location that is open extended days and hours to better serve you. We'll run through the highlights and recap the game after this. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Since 1994, Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby has been offering solutions for your home and office needs. And while they still continue to do that, they also specialize in something else: comfort. Office Works and Home Furnishings is a proud retailer of the Serta I Comfort beds with optional adjustable bases. Plus, on top of that, they're the only Lazy Boy Comfort studio in Northwest Kansas. So if you're looking to make your home more comfortable this year, make sure you stop by Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range in Colby.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas is the place to explore flavor. Whether it's classic flavor like pepperoni, meat lovers, or super supreme, or something less traditional like the cherry pepper bombshell, the cockadoodle bacon, or nearly a dozen flavors of Wing Street wings. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas has your flavor tonight. Stop by for the amazing lunch buffet, dine in anytime, or call 462-8206 for delivery. Pizza Hut in Colby, Kansas. That's the flavor of now. Fall has hit the floor at Plum Creek, and there's a whole lot more to come through their door of fall colors and styles for the ladies, dressy to casual, including young ladies. A big selection of suits, men's western suits, sports coats for the men. Check out the name brand jeans and a whole lot of them. Remember, for the fall weddings or formal wears at Plum Creek, men's tuxedos. Oh, you will look so unique with fashions from Plum Creek, especially in fall, y'all. That's Plum Creek Limited in downtown Colby.
At Service Oil Company, 4th and Court in Colby, they tried to come up with a snappy jingle to tell you they're more than a regular gas station. It just didn't turn out well.
Service Oil in Colby has gas products and farm diesel and kerosene and solvents and some snacks inside.
Find some of the lowest gas prices around at Service Oil Company, along with kerosene, farm diesel, and solvents. Come inside, too, for a great selection of drinks and snacks.
Tell them about the hours.
8 to noon and 1 to 5 weekdays. And pay at the pump 24/7 at Service Oil Company, 4th and Court, Colby.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. With the game recap and highlights, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. Senior night festivities taking place here in Colby tonight, and Colby with a big win to celebrate senior night. The seniors go out with a bang for the Eagles' 47-7 win over their arch rivals, the Cowboys, tonight. That's one you'll remember for a long time if you're one of the Eagles seniors. You got to beat your rivals.
Yeah, you're going to see these guys no matter where you go next year. If you go to CCC, Northwest Tech, Hayes, K-State, it doesn't matter. You're gonna run into some of these guys and from the other school, and you always want to be able to say we won it when it was our team.
Hey, remember last year on October 30th?
Yeah.
Remember what was happening that night? That's right, we were beating you 47-7. But no, credit to Goodland Cowboys. They're a young team, and they've got a new head coach, and they're building there. They've got a future ahead of them. They've got a great quarterback and a kid that can really throw the football. And they're going to be a tough team in the next couple of years, as they have been in the past. And so give them a little credit in this game as well. But again, Colby with a great effort tonight. I was kind of, we talked about it a lot during the pregame, and how are we going to come out of this game? Are we going to come out ready to go? Nothing really to play for tonight outside of the pride game and wanting to beat your arch rival. You've got things set up for next week. You already knew going into the game that you're going to win the district, that you had won the district, and that you're going to have a home playoff game. And didn't seem to phase Colby. Kind of slow start, but more, I think, fielding and just getting used to how to play in it. And after that, played well.
Yeah, you don't. Usually this game's pretty meaningful for a district game and to see who goes on. And this time it wasn't. This year it wasn't. But the Eagles already had it locked up. But you still got everything in the world to play for. The fact that it's Colby Goodland, and you don't want to lose this game ever. So they came out, they took care of business tonight big, ended up getting that running clock, and that's always something you can say, no matter, even if it was only 29 seconds, it's still running clock. So it was big for the Eagles here tonight.
Definitely. Let's run through the scoring in the ball game. Colby got on the board first. It came in the second quarter with 6:36 to go on a 21-yard touchdown pass to Chevin Martin, and he had a great effort at the end of that play to stretch the ball over the pylon. Extra point was no good, 6-0 to score. Then Colby scored on a 61-yard touchdown run by Dante Whitfield. 2-point conversion attempt was no good, 12-0 to score in favor of Colby at that point. Then with 2:57 to go in the second quarter, Goodland scores their only touchdown of the game on a 1-yard touchdown run by by Levi Archer. Set up, though, by a big pass play from Archer to Avila prior to that one to set up that score. The Cowboys got the extra point through the uprights. 12-7 was the score at that point. Then with 51 seconds to go in the second quarter, the Eagles scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Tate Carney, his first touchdown of the season. 2-point conversion attempt was good. 20-7 was the score at that point in time. Then with 5:46 to go in the third quarter, Colby scored their first score of the second half on a 12-yard touchdown run by Jordan Shippers. The conversion attempt, again, good on the play. 28-7 the score in favor of the Eagles. Colby scored with 1:52 to go in the third quarter on a 29-yard touchdown pass to Tanner Elias from Holzmeister. The conversion attempt was no good. 34-7 the score at that point. And with 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter, the Eagles score on a 3-yard touchdown run by Ben Matchell. His first touchdown since week 1 of the season before being injured. It made a very good return in this ballgame tonight. Going to be a little under 100 yards rushing, but not a ton of carries either. He took advantage of it when he did get in there. Had a nice 30-yard run in there. Extra point attempt for Colby was good on that one. 41-7 the score. And then with 29 seconds to go in the game, the Eagles get a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown as well. and good one by Elias on that one, or excuse me, by Zach Hart on that one, and it brought us to our final score, 47-7 tonight, and a tremendous effort by the Eagles here on senior night, and winning the final game of the regular season, and you go into your first round of the postseason play on a 4-game winning streak against a team that just lost this week. You got to feel pretty good about that. Head coach of the Colby Eagles, Chris Gardner, joins us in the booth here. Coach, congratulations tonight.
Hey, thank you very much. Thought I ate your microphone there, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm a big guy, I'll eat about anything. So,
Coach, a big win for your kids tonight. We talked about this going into it, and we kind of wondered a little bit how you're going to come out of the gates. I mean, district had been wrapped up. You still want to beat the Goodland Cowboys, and your kids came out and just got it done tonight.
Yeah, they really did, and
especially defensively. I thought the effort was amazing.
Yeah, I thought they really played defense because it's a high-powered offense. Even with the weather, it was a nice enough to throw, and Archer's a good throw, and I thought our defense tackled well tonight in the weather. Because that could have been a problem, and I thought they did a nice job of tackling well and reading their keys and doing what they were supposed to do. And that pick six at the end was great for that guy. They'd run that play too many times in the corner and got to it, and he just did a nice job.
Yeah, a tremendous job from the kids all right. And I think it sets you up well for a 4-game winning streak. Headed into postseason play next week. You're going to have a home game again, and the kids have got to be fired up for a second chance at Huguenin.
I think so, and that's the thing. We'll find out what we've learned, and we'll find out how we've grown, and I think you don't get second chances very much, and you get a second chance here, and you get them at home, and that first time we played them, we had a lot of mistakes, had a lot of mental errors, and hopefully we're over that, and be very happy to get to play another week. That's just what we want to right now, practice and play.
Week 3 of the season, you guys have matured and come a long way since then, and that's been, I think, the thing about this team, and we've talked about it on a couple of occasions, but they have gotten progressively better week in and week out.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
That's right, and you just got to peak at the right time, and they peaked really well, and they're peaking, and that's what we want to keep going.
And getting healthy now too. I mean, you look at, we were talking about this at one point tonight. I mean, the backfield that you can throw at kids right now with Matchell and Pieper and Shippers and Whitfield and Shevin and Carney, and I mean, you got a lot of weapons back there.
Yeah, and that's really good, and then the line's just got to keep going, and being on fresh legs isn't a bad thing. So, not at all. So. Well, I hate to cut this short, but I got to go down there.
Let's let you go. It's senior night.
Hey, guys, but I really want to thank you for the season. It's been great, and we'll see you next week.
Definitely. All right. Coach Chris Gardner of the Eagles. We'll take a break back with more in just a minute here on one of the points with the Rising.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents at Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. 1675 West 4th Street in Colby. And Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services. See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
It's time someone stood up for breakfast. The meal that sets the tone for your entire day. Hey, a soy latte isn't breakfast. Toast or pastry from a vending machine aren't either. Fluffy scrambled eggs, sizzling sausage, bacon. This is breakfast. And this is what's in Taco John's breakfast burritos, along with nacho cheese and golden potato olays, wrapped up like scrambled sunshine. They're the best breakfast burritos in town. Only at Taco John's.
Taco John's. This is the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. With the coach, here's Chad Jones.
Welcome back as we return to Denham Field in Colby, Kansas. The Colby Eagles have huddled together on the track in front of us, and they are awaiting some hardware. A little hardware coming their way. District Championship Trophy being presented now to Coach Gardner and the Colby Eagles. Congratulations to Colby. Who would have thought? You start the season 0-5, and then you come out and you win 4 in a row, you win the district, and you got a chance to get to 500 next week. And talk about a good group of kids that doesn't give up.
Yeah, the second time under Coach Gardner, they got their district champs, 4th time going to the playoffs. And
and they deserve it. They certainly deserve it. Next week, get Hugoton coming up here.
We are looking forward to that rematch for sure, and chance for the Eagles to avenge that loss and come out here and get things taken care of. And again, the Eagles huddled up here, and Coach Gardner going to do his little speech right here in front of the stands tonight. A little bit different than what you normally see, and they got a post for pictures as well too. So Hugoton in town next week. We'll have 7 o'clock kickoff on that, is what I've been told. So normal time, 6 o'clock pregame show, and we'll have coverage of it all here on 100.3 The Ride, plus available with our live streaming video in high def at nwksradio.com. So catch that there. Next week, Thomas, it'll be fun. I think these kids are fired up and ready to go. It'll be a lot different ball game than what we saw the last time those two teams met down in Hugoton. Let's see, we still got to get through our player of the game and that stuff, so we're going to take one more break. We'll come back and name our Ram Tough player of the game, touch you up for next week, and wrap up the broadcast. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
When the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show returns, we will name the Ram Tough player of the game and get you set up for next week. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Physical ailments and injuries are a red light on the road of life. Tina Harris Physical Therapy can turn those painful red lights green, allowing you to move forward with life. Free screenings for pain and injury, sports medicine, hand therapy, post-surgery therapy, all offered by Tina Harris Physical Therapy. And this is just a small sampling of the services they offer. If it has to do with bringing you back to health and enjoying normal everyday life, chances are Tina Harris Physical Therapy can help. And they work with most insurance companies. Turn painful red lights back to green with Tina Harris Physical Therapy on Franklin in downtown Colby.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans, President of Western State Bank of Colby. We're a full-service bank with innovative products that you expect from your financial institution. We specialize in excellent customer service and competitive ag, commercial, and home loans. Check us out by calling, stopping by, or I will gladly come to your farm or place of business for your convenience. We're located just southeast of the Colby Walmart, right next door to the utterly delicious yogurt shop. Western State Bank of Colby, with bank locations throughout western Kansas. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's that time of year. Kansas City Chiefs football. Catch every play, every tackle, every touchdown.
Touchdown! Kansas City! Presented by Colby Country Trader Gun Shop, Logan County Implement, H&R Block, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, the Buckhorn Cafe and Mittens TA, Jack's Automotive and 24-hour towing, Oxy Feed Yard, Strut Insurance Services, Larry and Dinah Dinkle at Mittens Trucking, and Great Outdoors Gun Shop. The Kansas City Chiefs, 100.3 The Ride.
This is the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. It's time to name the Ram Tough player of the game. Brought to you by Colby Dodge, where they have a great selection of those Ram Tough trucks on the lot, plus a bunch of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Colby Dodge also has great sales, parts, and service departments. With the Ram Tough player of the game, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Hey, all the kids were tough tonight playing in this weather. Cold and wet all night long, but the Eagles didn't seem to affect them much at all. They came out and took care of business tonight. Got the win 47-7 over their rivals in the Goodland Cowboys. And down to name our Ram Tough player of the game tonight, thanks to the good folks at Colby Dodge. And we talked about this a lot because, last week it was pretty easy. We had a 5-touchdown game by Jordan Shippers, and that kind of made it a no-brainer on our Ram Tough player of the game. This week, it's, we spread the wealth around. You had Matchell scoring a touchdown. Tanner Elias gets a touchdown. You have the interception return for a touchdown by Zach Hart. You've got, Shippers getting one. You've got Whitfield with a nice long touchdown run. Chevin Martin takes one in. Tate Carney gets his first of the season. Nobody scored twice in the game tonight for Colby and their 47 points. So they spread the wealth there. But we came into this game, we talked about one of the big keys in the contest for the Eagles was going to be in the defensive secondary. And this is a Goodland team that is very capable of throwing the ball. Obviously, 2,020 yards in the season coming into the game passing for Archer. So you knew it was going to be a tough game. Colby has struggled at times against the pass on the season. Go back to the Holcomb contest, and then a couple of big pass plays by Hugoton the first time we played them. Scott City had a couple of big pass plays against us, and this is a team that was going to throw every down. I thought the secondary was phenomenal in the game tonight, and they really, even when they got beat, they made the tackles right away. There wasn't a lot of yak yards in the contest. I thought the secondary as a whole, you got to give it to them tonight. Carney, Elias, Martin, Holzmeister, and then of course Zach Card in there as well. They did a great job.
Yeah, they really did. All of them back there. Got somebody throwing 2,000 yards against you coming into the game, and you have a showing like that. That speaks something to the adjustments they've made the last few weeks, especially the last 4 weeks. They played really well against the pass when the ball's up in the air. They come out. Zach Hart gets a big pick six there at the end, but throughout the whole game, all of them played well. They covered really well. They made really good open field tackles when they got players out in space for Goodland. They ran alleys well when Archer tried to get out there, the safeties did. And just all of them, just sure tacklers, made great plays on the ball in the air.
Eagles get the win 47-7. They'll be at home next week, and the first home playoff game since 2009 next week. We got a playoff game last week. Last season, we were on the road for that one as we were the number 2 team in the district. And had to go down to play Holcomb for the second time of the season. Came up a little short in that one. Holcomb got a win tonight over Hugoton. So Hugoton comes to Colby next week. We will have coverage with the pregame show starting at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll do a little different on the pregame. We'll be live kind of down from the tailgate party through parts of it next weekend. We'll have a nice little tailgate party before the game. We'll talk about that throughout the week. We'll have some hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks and chips for the fans coming to the ball game. We're going to work through the Booster Club on that, chance to win some prizes and stuff as well. So join us for that next week prior to the game, and again, listen to 100.3 The Ride throughout the week for more details on that. So going to be a lot of fun. Going to be great to have a home playoff game, and we hope to have a great crowd cheering on the Eagles again next week. Congratulations to Colby on the district championships. Big thank you to Greg Boyson, who bared the weather tonight on the roof of the press box and ran the camera for us. We appreciate his work there, and thank him for doing that tonight. And Shane Timpson also stepping in back at the studios this evening as well, running the board for us tonight. So, again, a big thank you to him for doing that. I know he's leaving town in the morning, so I hope he has a safe trip over the weekend. And, again, appreciate his work tonight as well. And, of course, Thomas, thanks for helping out again today.
Yep, it was fun.
Fun one. One for sure. We'll be back next week, 6 o'clock pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff for playoff football here on 100.3 The Ride. For Thomas Wheeler, I'm Chad Jones. Thanks for listening, and have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride. The Eagles on Radio are brought to you by Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, Cornerstone Ag, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Pizza Hut, Walmart of Colby, Taco John's, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, Colby Ag Center, Stevens Construction, Plum Creek, Tina Harris Physical Therapy, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, People's State Bank, Strut Insurance Agency, Western State Bank, the Colby Free Press, Next Tech Wireless, McKee Incorporated, Homeland Realty and Auction, Colby Dodge, Office Works, Motortown, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Vernon Hurd, Service Oil Company, Kansas Quick Lube, The Sports Shop, Great Western Tire, and the High Plains Co-op. Tune in to 100.3 The Ride for all the action of Colby Eagle sports. This has been a presentation of Rockingham Radio Sports.
Your music variety. 100.3 The Ride.